Hello, hello. I am very cold. I I forgot to turn the space heater on. Cool. Tequila, tequila. Exactly. We're doing tequila today. Although I do also have to do one more thing on Gleba first. I think. Does anybody know? Is there a number for this? How much bioflux do you need per biolab? Is that a number that just is in the hover text for crafting it? Let's see. That's a biochamber, so that's not going to tell me. Why doesn't it tell me? Wait, why doesn't it tell me? What? How do you see raw ingredient cost? Can you not see that in map view or editor mode? What am I missing? How do I see the raw ingredient cost in Factorio? Where is that listed? Is that not listed anywhere? In editor? Is it never listed anywhere ever? That's the thing, right? Oh, also, hold on. I have a new map mod. Or a new playtime mod, which honestly we don't really need for editing for this part, but you know, it's fine. We'll try it anyway. See how it works. If it works. Okay, is it up? Yeah, I was just making sure I checked Discord. Okay, I did post. I need to download. Well, okay, no, I probably won't do. I probably won't do the ship designs till tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, where were we? We are at Spage. I don't know. I'm not the only person who calls it that, right? Like, I'm sure some other people call it Spage. I haven't seen anyone. Wait, actually, I think Dosh might call it Spage. I saw it in like a thumbnail of his. So at least I'm not alone. I mean, it's such a obvious mashup, you know. But yeah, seriously, what am I missing? Why can't I see raw ingredient costs? I swear that used to be a thing in Factorio. But I don't know what I could possibly be doing to make it not appear. Is it because it's space age and everything has so many like separate ingredients? Is that why? Because there's like so many recipes for things that they just like scrap it entirely. That's probably what it is, huh? Everything has like 4 recipes. So raw ingredients is meaningless. Maybe, I don't know. That's my guess. Anyways, I guess we could do basic math. It's not that hard, right? We would have to go to novice. We would have to find a biter's nest. Oh gosh, I hope I actually... You know what? We might have to decrease the starting area size of novice. Because we have to keep biters on. And there's this... Oh my god. There is no way we would be able to capture those safely. Wow. Yeah, okay, we'll probably have to adjust the starting area. Hello, Deacon. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I finally got it edited. I did make one oversight pretty early on of not highlighting how I got into the tunnel that much, which very fair. But aside from that, I am happy overall with it. I wish my voice was a little more stable. This cough has been killing me. It's so hard to talk at a stable volume with it. But I'm glad I finally got that one edited. That one was on like top 3 lists of what I wanted to do since I did the run. because it was just so stupid. So stupid what kind of changes it made. And some of them were just very mind-breaking. I really did think I was going crazy. Legitimately, most of the effects when they started happening, I didn't believe them. I tried to rationalize each one like 2 or 3 times until I believed it. Why did that just chest explode? Why? Whatever. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, I needed to know. You're right. Thank you. Anytime I edit, I might just start doing separate profiles, so that way it's easier. Anytime I edit a video, I get B-roll, and when I get B-roll, I boost the game volume to normal. Because a lot of times, if I'm using that B-roll, it's to get like sounds of like a UI interface or like a rocket launch or something like that. But I have to boost the volume 3 separate times in my editing program because the most they'll let you boost the volume at once is 6 decibels, which is really low. So if you're trying to highlight a sound, I need to boost it like 20 decibels. So I do that in OBS first, and then forget to change it back. But yeah, thank you. Oh wait, can I just do this? Oh yeah, okay, I can just do that. How many eggs do you get from a single bioflex? Oh my god, do I even need automated bioflex? I don't, do I? This is so stupidly cheap. Jeez. Huh, okay. I didn't realize you got 25 eggs from one full bioflex. Because we're playing on any percent settings, they are mostly going to be non-spoiled. So we'll probably get 25. Because it could do almost 30. So I'm assuming it's not going to take us 2 hours to get back. So yeah, we could 100% just do that. Okay, so that gives us 25 eggs. How many biolabs do I need? How do I do this math? Okay, I guess I don't do the math, right? I do... What's a reasonable setup? Ultra Beacon is probably the way to go, right? And then, can a red underground fit under here? Okay, so a red underground can fit under there. So I'll probably do inline like this. That gives me 10 sciences. How many do you need? 11, right? So then I would have a gap, and I would have the 3rd science plus spoilage here. Actually, we don't need I don't need a spoilage output, actually. So this pattern probably would work reasonably well, and then it would just tessellate like so. I can't imagine I need this many... this many beacons. It seems wasteful. We'll assume probably speed 2s? Prod 3s. Because I only care about the end research once I get Aquilo. So our goal is like 2 to 3 science per second, probably. I don't know, that might be a lot. But I think my goal is like 2 to 3 science per second. And then research speed. What researches would I reasonably have? I would at least have these because they're pretty cheap. I don't know if I would have lab research speed 5. That one seems like I wouldn't necessarily have that. Global electric network. I love this button, by the way. They added this for editor mode, and it is absolutely fantastic when you don't care about the exact power pole placement. It's just kind of there. Makes things very, very nice. But yeah, especially with burner stuff, where power poles genuinely do not matter, because they can go wherever. I guess we don't need the gap here, do we? Then I would probably want to double-side it. So let's do here. So maybe this would get them to be an effective research speed of 60. And then the final research is System Edge. This is the only research, right? Oh, wait. Okay, this is 60, this is 60, this is 60. Wait, railguns aren't required? I think I said this last time. Railguns aren't required, but, like, they kind of are. Like, they're not explicitly required, but you definitely need them. I wonder if railgun damage would help. I need to figure out what kind of damage infinite upgrades I would have. Or not infinite upgrades, but, you know, upgrades in general. I guess they are infinite, it's just I wouldn't be researching them into the infinite phase. I would just be getting, like, damage 6 or whatever it is, and then shooting speed 6 for, like, explosions, stuff like that. Okay, so we need 2,000 science for this. And then 500, and they're all 60s, so that simplifies it. So that's 2,500. That's 4,500. That's 6,500. That feels really low. 6,500 divided by 2 divided by 1.4. No, that's right. I only need like 2,300 science. Okay, and then how do I convert that to total research time? I take 6,500 divided by 1.4. I don't divide it by the biolab drain. Yeah, no, I don't divide it by the biolab drain at all. So that gives me 6,500 times 60 is how many research seconds it takes, divided by the productivity, because that doesn't add any extra seconds. So I need 280,000 research seconds. And I want to do that as fast as I produce. Which is over the course of 40 minutes? Is it really 40 minutes? No, 2 science a second would be 20 minutes. So we divide this by 20 divided by 60 means we need 232 lab power. I guess. I just realized I multiplied it to minutes and then divided it out of minutes, but whatever. So we need 240 research speed. Jesus. That is a lot more than I thought. Am I missing something? Because that sounds like a lot of research speed. I mean, I guess these things are cheap. I can technically get more biolabs on it. Or, not biolabs. I can technically get more beacons, but I don't think that matters. Speed 3s I can't imagine would be worth making. Anything I can't make in Novice is definitely not worth making. Are there any submitted runs? There's the default settings one. There's no runs I can steal from. Is anybody who's watched like any of the official speedruns? I guess there's only been like one. Anybody who's watched a run know how much they use to get to the system edge? Yeah, it's a bit of a wasteland for sure. Discord is being weird for me. Oh, no, never mind. It's being good again. But this right here is half of what I need. So, actually, that's not that bad, is it? That's really not that bad. So this would get the research in 20 minutes, I think. Oh, I destroyed the accumulator. Also, I was playing the other day. I had to record a lot of stuff in 1.1 for the video. And I really was missing force place. I didn't realize I've gone accustomed to it so fast. It's because I kept pressing it and then being confused why it wouldn't work. This feels, I don't know why this feels like a lot more than it is. I don't know why it feels like a lot, but it's really not. So 15 divided by 16. Yeah, okay. So that means I need a grand total of... I don't actually know. Concrete's cheap, capture bot rockets. Okay, so capture bot rockets are 40 40 bioflux. They're 20 bioflux each, I believe. Okay, yeah, 20 bioflux. So I need 40 for that. And then that's 10 biter eggs, which is 0.4 of a bioflux. So effectively 0 extra bioflux. So we'll round it. And we'll say 21 bioflux per lab. And like we don't need a continuous supply of bioflux for the biter egg. So yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. 16 times 21. We literally need 2 stacks of bioflux. Okay. We'll wait. What did they stack to? This isn't even a full rocket's worth. That's not even a full rocket's worth. Oh, they stacked to 100. Okay, so we need 4 stacks of bioflux. So if we go back to Gleba, can I realistically get enough bioflux from just hand gathering? Because like I could set this up, and then I could just gather the trees that are outside of the range, like this right here. I don't know what the return is. I get 6 jelly nut, and I get 3 mash per fruit. Okay, so 3 jelly nut is 1/4. 6 mash is also about 1/4. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's actually a little bit worth it. Stream title is Space Age Any % Design, kind of. Although I called it Spinny %, so it didn't ping. Because it's a very rough, not fast design. I think I can reasonably get enough from this. Oh wait. I wasn't remembering the productivity bonus. Okay, so I can get, if I gather like 300 fruits, we get enough bioflux for me to ship back. Wow, that's cheap. Of course, I do need to bring extra capture bot rockets in case I lose, but we could definitely just do like 6, I think. 6 stacks. I don't know, a whole stack. Either way, I think it's something we could reasonably just do by hand while we're waiting for rocket fuel to craft or something. Because I'm assuming rocket fuel, we won't have research right away, will we? Oh wait, no. We should always start with rocket fuel production, right? Yeah. You just have to craft the bioflux and then you unlock the recipe. Because obviously you wouldn't need bioscience for it. Okay, so we'll just put a note here. On a combinator? I don't know the best way to leave notes, but get 600 plus bioflux by gathering 400-ish of each fruit. Wait. Oh, I forgot about the second step. So it is like 300-ish fruit. So yeah, we can definitely gather that by hand. And then we'll worry about these later. I don't know exactly how we're going to scale those up, but this is the only export I was missing from this planet, so I needed to make sure we had it. This is our Fulgora design. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. This probably is too complicated of a loop to do, but it also is completely optional. But I believe... Yes, so this little loop thingy makes it that there's no consumption at all, or no no underground requirement at all, which does make it a little bit easier to build. Volcanus we designed produces everything but circuits. We could realistically justify circuits. I don't think it would be that difficult, but I also don't think it's necessary. I think we can just ship those in because they pack really well. We are shipping in plastic. If we're not shipping in plastic, then we would probably handcraft. Yeah, if we decide not to ship in plastic, then we'll handcraft plastic here. Well, not handcraft, but we'll automate plastic for LDS. And if we automate plastic for LDS, then we obviously would just do processing units. Yeah, processing units. I can never remember the name. Okay, and then we'll delete these rocks. So this is the island that we have to work with. This feels really tiny. But I don't think we need a lot, especially since we'll be powering it with nuclear power. Like, we won't need rocket fuel or anything. Well, we'll probably set up rocket fuel just to leave the planet. Although, I don't know. I doubt we're that limited by this. But yeah, we'll set up rocket fuel. I do need glasses so I can learn to read. Very, very true. I did... The sad thing is, like, I skimmed through it, and I feel like I read the words out loud, but I didn't actually really read them. But that's a good summary of it. Also, I didn't really highlight it in the video because it didn't work post-commentary wise. I couldn't find a way to fit in. God, what was it that keeps happening? Oh yeah, the fact that I didn't notice any of the effects that we got until magic drills or rotten egg or something. We rolled like 4 before then that I just didn't notice. Until they, got really frustrating. This isn't working. Interesting. But yeah, biter eggs are insanely cheap. I did not realize biter eggs were so cheap. It's like 0.4 bioflex for like a... Wait, is it... Yeah, it's 0.4 bioflex for a single lab. Plus like 40 from the... Oh, wait a minute. My number is off. We need an entire stack. Get 1,000 bioflux by gathering 500-ish of each fruit. There we go, that's better. Also, I still don't understand... Oh, wait, this is... Okay, never mind. This one's in Gleba. That's fine. I was having issues the other day. Like, I sent a picture of it. The thing that everybody called the Kraken. I don't actually know what was happening, but my ship just kept getting destroyed above Novice orbit. Not the case there. That's above Gleba. But, yeah, I just kept losing my ship. Wait, that sounded... That sounded like something they would say in a kid's movie. To get around a cussing filter. Anyway, nuclear power can just go wherever. How much do I need? Wait, is 2 science per second? Is that a lot? It feels like a lot. Cryogenic science pack. Oh my god, okay. Not saying it's necessarily a lot, but it is a lot of assembler power. Am I not? Oh, I'm in the wrong map view. That's why. Okay. Poochie died on the way to his home planet? Aw. Who's Poochie? Is that like a captive biter you have? So I need 8 of these? No, that can't be right. What if I do prods? Power won't be a concern at least. That's good. Well, obviously prods by itself made it really slow. Prods plus a beacon to offset them. That's what I meant to do. Okay, so that makes it 0.02. I guess we can give this... How do I test this? These are frozen. Is there an infinite... There's an infinite heat pipe, right? That's a thing. It's a reference to the Simpsons episode where Homer gets his own character and Itchy and Scratchy, and then they get rid of said character. Ah. Oh. You're talking about the ship I had? I thought you were talking about like your own game. That makes a lot more sense. I'm assuming this is effectively... Okay, that does do what I thought. Cool. Wait, you can't build a... They don't let you build this... Why can't this be built on ice? It is a creative mode entity. It should be buildable anywhere. I don't think it has any other purpose, right? Okay, 0.21. 0.26. I don't think I benefit from prod modules here, do I? Like, I don't think this stuff is expensive. Oh, but it does use less holmium, but I don't think this stuff is expensive enough. Yeah, oh, that's what that was a response to? Okay. Yeah, when I said losing my ship, because that's kind of an expression, losing your shit. Not exactly the same. That is true. I should just be able to burn it. But yeah, I think our best bet is to just use speed modules here, because power should effectively be free, because we'll have 2 nuclear plants. Wait. No, that's a lot of turbines, isn't it? No, 80 megawatts is like 10 turbine or 20 turbines. No, I was thinking of like a 2x4 plant, and I was like, wait, I need 2 of those, but that would be gigawatts. Hello, beta. Yeah, it's a any percent design, kind of. Mostly just because I want to get the achievements, but yeah, it's mostly just for the achievements. So we do technically have enemies on and not on peaceful. So I do have to kill a demolisher, which is not great. We might do Volcanus as my last planet, and then the demolisher doesn't matter. Do I have a set date? Either first week of the new year or last week of the current year. Because it doesn't need to be like super refined. I just kind of want to do a run. But it should be in like either next weekend or the following weekend. We need a way to... Oh yeah, this is just for testing purposes. This isn't the actual design. I was just trying to get them to not be frozen with the beacons. So that way I could get an actual value out of it. Oh my... Okay. That is 40 megawatts. So this is 2 science per second, huh? And we need 15 minutes of science production. But that's not that much. It feels like a lot more than it is. Getting a run in is very hard already. Good choice. Yeah. It seems a little difficult. That is not the intention at all. I just wanted to do a run and get the achievements. Whether or not there's other runs that will happen until then, I'll still do this one. Okay, so I can get almost 2. It's not that hard to get. I don't think it's that hard to extend it. Realistically, these should just be speed 1s. Actually, we'll have like an hour of speed 2 productions by this point. I could justify speed 2s, probably. You eventually got the DS multiplayer one, but our time goes beyond a day, so it should be pretty snipeable. Oh, default settings multiplayer. Every time I see DS, it reminds me of... I can't say it. Actually. But that acronym reminds me of something else. Okay, so 2 nuclear reactors is probably fine. So if this is our goal, beacon shouldn't be that difficult. Let's see what it's like with speed 1s. Yeah, Dark Souls, that's it. It does actually... I guess it reminds me of a bunch of things. Also Dyson Sphere, which I really want to give that game like a fair shot. I just really don't like the control scheme. Gosh, getting a multiplayer run in and a long run in is brutal. Like, or it sounds like brutally hard to schedule. Like, it's hard enough to schedule just people for like a 2-hour run sometimes. Okay, so I don't lose a ton of production if I do speed 1s. And it's like, yeah, okay, so we can manage. Double spoiler? Was it 12.5? What's 12.5? Okay, so this is... I don't think ice isn't a problem. No, of course ice isn't a problem. We need chem plants. I don't think there's any reason to use cryogenic plants for any of the starting stuff, because honestly, these are terrible. These are garbage. I see now why Tice was saying they're lackluster compared to the rest of them. The rest of the new buildings. Oh, okay, yeah, this is more than... Okay, so that has plenty of ice. Is there like a Are there calculators for space age these days? Hello, Martinez. Thanks so much for the water. As I just finished my tea. Fusion reactors, I doubt I'll need that. No, I did some testing. You don't actually need that much water to make it to the edge of the universe. You can just get a tank of barreled water. Or sorry, edge of the universe, edge of the solar system. And then solid fuel, is that required? I genuinely do not remember any of these chains actually. I probably should look at them. We need fluoroketone. We need lithium production, which can only be made in this thing, I guess. Factorial I've got updated. Nice. Should probably use that instead of just manually just placing things and looking at the numbers. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Yeah, one plate is 1 lithium. Okay, yeah, that's 1-to-1 ratio. So I need 2 of these with the speed modules that I have then, or just a beacon. A beacon probably works, right? It's pushing. No, I need 2 of these. Okay, I definitely need 2 of these. Because it doesn't matter how many... I would beacon these evenly, so it'd be weird to do it any other way. And then fresh ketone requires lithium. We only lose half of the ketone each time. So 16 is got to be 8, so that's 0.16 lithium is consumed to make 8. Yeah, that's fine. No, we're totally fine, because this only uses 5. So yeah, that's totally fine. We need solid fuel. Okay, I was thinking we needed some solid fuel, but I couldn't remember what for. I'm assuming 1 solid fuel plant is enough. That is a reasonable assumption. Yep, no, it's a very reasonable assumption, actually. You think you've been wanting to sign for free World Record since release, but it's been quite tricky and also somewhat exhausting near the end of the run. You think that was round number 8? Was this the team that kept having like it being invalidated from like random things? Or just like minor things, or is that a different group? Also, I'm trying to get the save right now of Nephrim's run to see what kind of ships he uses, because I don't know if anyone saw... I don't know if many people have seen them. Well, I know a lot of people have seen them, but my ships look something like this. And then I believe I have a hammerhead shark somewhere. Yeah, but this is like my main ship. And then I had like this guy. So I just made fun shapes with them. That would be the any percent. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Different group. Wasn't sure how many multiplayer runs there were. There have been a surprising amount, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's hard to coordinate a group, but a multiplayer run will be shorter. Don't go into that ugly stick design meta. I think I have to for this run, though, if I don't want it to be unbearably slow. We'll see. We'll see. I think for the first run I will, because I don't want to design like a good ship that has a weird shape like mine are. But I think at some point I'll switch to just doing fun ships. That's true, I don't have to. Fair point. There's nothing making me do it. This is just called dsrun.zip. Just make a brick. I've never made a brick before. That's fair. That's a good point. It's time. Is this just need a beacon? That probably has enough cooling capacity. I can't imagine we would need 2 of them. I'll probably need a tank, right? Anything phallic will do. You know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider making a very phallic ship for the lulz, but then I'm like, you know what? I streamed this. I probably shouldn't. The landmines were awesome. I'm sad they patched that. Okay, so far this is plenty. Am I missing anything? Oh, the smelters. Which probably would just be an electric furnace, right? And I feed that lithium. Let's see. Oh, that's another... Actually, that reminds me. That's another thing I was really missing in the 1.1. Being able to Q-pick things in editor and just get the item. It's so nice. Q-picking the UI is fantastic. The new holy ships abusing mines are funny too. Wait, there's... Oh, yeah. By, like, destroying a landmine in the middle, and it, like, for some reason lets you put a gap in your ship. Those are great. They are not, because they also just don't really destroy the land. They don't really destroy the asteroids. So, like, not only do they destroy the platform, you're also just not going to deal enough damage for the asteroid, so I think you would need a lot. Because I know there was a lot of testing. It was like, not only do you lose a lot of platform, but you also just, if you can't fully destroy the asteroids consistently, it doesn't work too well. Okay, it looks like I'll need 3 furnaces. Okay, so this is roughly the ratio I need. Although a lot of things are overproducing. This is really 2 science per second? Why was my original Aquilo so large? Oh, I guess I was... I was producing more. I guess I was producing like 3 science per second, but also I was not using heating towers. So a lot of the stuff was giving me rocket fuel, which reminds me, I should probably do rocket fuel production, actually. It's pretty straightforward, right? Can I get enough rocket fuel from this? We need 3 launches over the course of 5 to 10 minutes, right? So that's not enough. 40, yeah. So this would not be enough. I could ship it in. I could just ship in the rocket. Honestly, I could. There's only like 3 or 4 launches coming out of this planet. If you can trap an asteroid into an inner corner of strong enough walls, it tends to destroy said asteroid. I was wondering if you could just like use walls and be a battering ram. I feel like it falls short at some point. Oh, also holmium. I guess we'll send in a set amount of holmium, right? So I don't really need to balance these at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I'll probably send an excess, because if holmium is being split unevenly here, maybe I'll try to do some kind of design like this so it can grab from both. Although you have a lot, you have fewer options with the heat stuff to do like long inserters, but if I could get them balanced, then I don't have to think as much, which is nice. Also, if I can get them balanced, I don't necessarily need a tank. Because if this produces a set amount... Yeah, if this produces a set amount of fluoroketone, then I don't necessarily need logic to prevent the stuff from being recycled. Prior to huge asteroid, do you think battery ram approach is feasible? That you'd want to consider a angled shape? That makes sense. Just looks like you're cleaving directly through the asteroids. Solid fuel from ammonia. Oh, right. That's another thing I was forgetting. Ammonia production. Okay, so this uses 16. This uses 16. Okay, so these use 50. These use 50. Jeez, you could... Everything is so cheap in this game. There we go. So I can run the whole thing with this? Really? Really? Okay. Cool. Should I just... I should buffer ice, I think. Like, I don't need to worry about it being recycled. At least I shouldn't need to worry about it being recycled if I can just put it in a chest. Okay, so this is everything we need, aside from the cargo bay. Which, technically, strictly speaking, I don't need a cargo landing pad, because everything in here I'll probably have on me already. Also, I did not sleep well last night, so hold on. I'm doing like a really big yawn right now. I went to see the Sonic movie yesterday. It was awesome. But I also had a lot of caffeine at 10 p.m. at night, and I just got like 4 hours of sleep because of that. Maybe 5, but I did not get it done. Okay, so now we just need to move these around. Okay, so now we just need to make it cleaner. See, where do I have the most space? I think this direction I have the most space. It did. It made me go super fast. And by fast, you mean anxiety, right? Caffeine gives me so much anxiety if I have a lot of it. I don't know why. But, yeah, I try to not drink that much caffeine. And I remember why now. Well, we obviously need some undergrounds here. So I guess solid row of pipes is a good start. And then can I do... Wait, can I just have the cooling tower here? I can probably just have that. Ooh, wait. Can I regulate this with the internal buffer of this? Or would that cause problems? Because if I read from this and have this enabled only if this is less than 10, it probably won't back up. Because then I can skip a tank. Which would be nice. Although tank's easier. We could also... Wait. Can I just hand feed it a set amount of lithium? How much lithium is that? It might be viable. Also, what do cryogenic plants take? Cryogenic plants take superconductor processing units, lithium plates, and refined concrete. Okay, so not terribly expensive. This produces 10 from a... No, 50 from a single lithium. These consume 0.3. So 2,300 times or let's say 2,400 times 0.3 gives me 720. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. I could just hand feed it a stack of lithium. And it probably is fine. Do I need it for anything else? What do processing units take, or whatever they're called? Which, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot those exist. Railgun assembly machines. Okay, tungsten, okay, so that also takes fluoroketone, but we only need like one of them, I think. I don't know. I think we only need one. Which is why I also have this save now. Let's look at Nephrim's. I want to see what it took him to get to the edge of space, or whatever it's called. Edge of the universe. Also technically not what it's called. He used 3 railguns? Do I need 3 railguns? I mean, that doesn't change much. I just assumed I would only need like 1. I guess since I wouldn't have any damage or speed upgrades. Also, I guess the real question is, do I really benefit at all by skipping out on railguns? Like, how much time does that really save me? I don't think it saves me much. It saves me like 40 carbon fiber and whatever the quantum processors take, which are pretty slow, but again, only a couple hundred carbon fiber. So I could probably make do with like just one shipment of carbon fiber still. And that's not a ton of power. Wait, that's not a ton of power at all. Is that all you need? Really? Even while these are charging? Huh. I guess that makes sense. This is such a... Honestly, that design's not too bad. I like how there's this gap here, which saves like 5, maybe, of that stuff. But yeah, we'll take a blueprint of this so we can look at it in our world. Nephrim's final ship. Then what's this? Does he have any like auto deliveries? Okay, so that's his Gleba ship. This one grabs from Fulgora and Gleba. Okay, that makes sense. So one ship making a loop to fill up Volcanus and Fulgora without having to think about it. One ship to get Ag Science because that stuff spoils. We don't actually have to do that. I can probably do one ship for all of them. Factoria just crashed. Oof. Bug report time? Okay, that gives me a decent idea of what all I need. Well, it's more Windows crashed, so yeah. Yeah, Windows crashing is also not great. Actually, wait, isn't that worse? That feels a lot worse. That feels a whole lot worse. Did I just like bring up a calculator? I feel like I'm spending too much time staring at recipes. Although, is there anything else I'm missing? We don't need a plasma regenerator. How fast do quantum processors produce? Where do you craft them? Oh, I remember. Never mind, I remember. This is like the 3rd time I've thought this. Also, I desperately need to go turn my space heater on. I'll be back in like a minute. Because I'm also going to take a short stretch break. But yeah, my bones are cold. Okay. Turns out I can also put on a jacket to last me. Imagine turning on a space heater while looking at Aquilo. I felt inspired, you know? Felt inspired by these designs. I think what it was, I haven't had my space heater on most of the week because editing programs make my computer run really hot, obviously. Um, so I had like a, like a couple hundred probably watt, which isn't a ton, but enough to keep my room a little bit warmer for the week. And now the video's done, and now my room's cold again. Opening a window, it might be warmer outside. It's like 30 degrees outside. That's pretty warm, right? Or which I guess in Celsius is a little below zero. It's not 30 degrees Celsius. God, I wish. Actually, I don't know. Not in the winter. I do like winter. I get cold very easily and chilly very easily. And I'm still getting my gloves on. Yeah, quantum processors are made in electromagnetic plant. That is the revelation I had before I realized I am too cold to do anything. So we have the wrong building. We also need a way to export those from Fulgora, but I guess that's not hard. I can just deconstruct it and manually request it. But you really need to heat the space. Do you have any idea how cold space is? You have a good point. It would probably be pretty cold. Oh, wait, is it cold? I mean, there's like nothing to transfer heat. If there's nothing to transfer heat, do you get cold? How does that work? Like, how fast do you really get cold if if it's a vacuum? Probably, it could be immediate. You're enjoying 26 degrees and floor heating? Wait, what is that in Fahrenheit? That sounds... That's your house temperature? I am so jealous. Ours are... I want to say 17? Yeah, 17. Would not recommend. Definitely would not recommend. Okay, so this produces very little. So I kind of have to be producing these while I produce the science. When do I unlock quantum processors? They are the first research, so it's not too bad. I can get them mostly set up. You had to freeze this kid a lot. You said, Evan, never want to have to freeze your own walls again. That is very fair. We didn't used to keep it this cold, but we have recently, and it's brutal. It actually, like, it used to affect my speed running a lot. I always had to wear gloves, and I had to make sure a space heater was on for like at least 30 to 60 minutes before I streamed. So I spent a lot of time doing warm-up runs, but not like getting warmed up, literally just warming myself up so I could do the run. Yeah, I am very, very thin-skinned. I'm in the wrong house for my temperature levels. This is not a lot of space. Would it be dumb to do this? I'm trying to think. I don't think Aquilo is very good. It feels like it's not very good. Check out my ham socks on my feet and my cheese socks on my hand. I would 100% wear cool socks on my hand if I could still, play the game. That might be a little bit disruptive. Just a little disruptive. Explosives. There's not a good way to... Yeah, I don't need to make those here. I guess they're cheaper technically to use a cryo plant because of the prod modules, but not really. Actually, wait, which is better? If you had to choose like biochamber prod bonus or like 8 modules. 8 modules is probably better, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. It's definitely better. Because you can make them legendary. And then it's like 3 times the boost, which is way more than 50. Okay, let's plan around speed 1s and everything. Actually, wait, that seems really dumb. No, that seems too... We want beacons. We definitely want a beacon design. Okay, so I like this part. This part's cool. This stuff is lithium brine. Fluorine comes from that side. So I should probably have this mirrored. And then concrete's not that expensive. So I can build here, right? Why won't it let me build there? Oh. Am I doing something wrong? Do I need concrete in my inventory? Is that why I can't do that? Is there a force press button? Also, I didn't see the second part of that comment about how it was powered by the USB connector. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I don't get why editor mode isn't overriding that. Because if I place concrete, I should be able to place, right? Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. Well, but now it's working. Oh, so wait, it works with placing. No, no, I don't know what changed. I don't understand. I really don't understand why that's not working. Anyway, this part's fine. I do have concrete in my inventory. That's why I'm confused. Hmm. Seems quite inefficient. What about Peltier elements? I mean, can you really... There's not really an inefficient way to get heat from electricity. There's like no efficiency differences in that. Because it's almost a 100% conversion. The other way, you lose a ton. But that direction should be almost lossless. Aside from maybe the energy lost like in the cable along the way. But as long as it's still entering your house at some point, it's fine. But Peltier should be the opposite direction, right? That's for cooling something, not for heating. And they are incredibly inefficient, I think. Those are the ones that are like really, really inefficient, right? Does this work? Why does it feel to me like I'm missing something? Oh, this is the output, right? No, I'm good. Okay, I think that's fine. Should I do direct insert? Wait, can I? I can probably cool most of these. I can probably cool most of these. And again, still don't know why I can't build. Don't know what's different. Is it because it's paused? That doesn't make sense. There has to be a button. Peltier goes both ways. One side heats while the other cools. Yeah, but is there like... The only advantage it has is if it's cooling. Right? Unless you're taking the energy from somewhere else, like outside the house or something. But if all you're doing is like heating up a hand, any kind of electric cooling or heating should be the same efficiency. But yeah, I do like the idea of setting up an entire like AC refrigeration setup for your hand. Now we're talking. Can I get enough ammonia from this? Is this a dumb way to do this? I feel like it is. I don't know. Let's see what else needs ammonia. You know what? It might not be a dumb way to do this. Hold up. Hold up. This also needs ammonia. I mean... Yo, what's up, Captain Poopyhead? Thanks so much for the follow. I love when I hear that version. Although I don't like it that much IRL, but I just like the variants. I need to do a chicken taco one, but that's too many syllables. This feels alright. Where's the closest? Okay, so we actually don't need a ton to get over here. Yeah, so this is for an any percent speedrun. Just system edge, I believe. Pretty sure. Technically, the rules haven't been updated. I should probably point that out. Right now, it's still the lazy, it crossed out. Like it was just like from day one, just to make it, they just crossed out the run is finished by launching a rocket, and it doesn't say anything else. Fire hazard, 30-degree burns, electrocution, nothing to be concerned about at all. Exactly. As long as you're warm, there's nothing wrong here. I really think that lithium should just be hand-fed. Is that silly of me? Okay, I guess the issue with hand-feeding lithium is that if I overproduce it all, I'm screwed. But I can always get out of it. I mean, I'll be here on this planet, I think, so I can always micromanage it easily enough. And then we also need quantum processors, which, again, electromagnetic plant would probably go here. That makes quantum processors. Okay, I don't think... I can't heat this, so this design obviously doesn't work. If I get a design that I can tessellate, though... That's true, I can also micro just by having a bot, but I don't think that's necessary, probably. Okay, this is quick. This would be quick to build, I think. Because I only have to build one of them and then it tessellates. Yeah, okay, that is really quick to build. Yeah, we should be fine. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, that's fair. We can always have a bot regardless. That should probably look like that. Actually, should I just do... I should do that on one side. Now it works. Okay, so I can copy a blueprint, but I can't just place it. I'm not the only one who thinks that's a bit odd, right? Like, I'm not crazy for this. Like, that's a reasonable assumption. Okay, this is... I don't think this works very well. Also, I don't have any inputs for these. I should probably get those. But I don't think that's hard. Let's see. Input, input, input. This doesn't need an input. Well, that's easy enough. So that's the solid inputs. How do I output from this? The editor inventory is strange. Yeah, it's a little funky. It's like it hasn't really fully acknowledged that the game added auto placement of concrete and landfill and stuff. So it doesn't know how to deal with that. Oh, you know what I could do? This works. Okay, that totally works. And then we just have a belt here. Okay. So far, so good. Because these will probably just be a red chest or something. I actually don't know what they'll be, but we'll make them a red chest. We can always downgrade. And then I should probably keep the heat interface up so that way I actually can tell if it's working. Wait, what is this? What can I do with this? What can you do with any of these? You know, I've never really looked at most of this menu. I did want to use beacons, yeah, but those are easy enough. Beacons can just go on the side. Okay, I don't think I'll have any trouble fitting those. But yeah, thanks for the reminder, because I could see myself forgetting. Okay, now I know if I copy it, I can place it, which is totally fine. And then we'll give it an accumulator electric energy storage over here so I don't accidentally keep deleting it. This produces nothing. still produces next to nothing. Okay, so we definitely need speed modules inside the machines. So that's 1.5. How many do I have? Okay, so it wouldn't be balanced, but this could work. Honestly, it probably is just a matter of I should use speed 2s, because we'll have like 2 hours of being able to craft them, which is a lot. Probably. I mean, if I have one assembly machine producing them, that gives me 60 an hour, or 100 per hour or something. Depends if I have... Yeah, I guess it depends on all I have. So, for me, it's pretty arbitrary. Usually, like, you kind of pick a time that you kind of want to go for and, like, work backwards from there and see if you can, like, actually maintain that. But I think a lot of it just depends. But, like, if you have, like, a reasonable time goal, you can be like, I want to do this planet in 20 minutes. How much science do I really need for that? Then you just work on that, and if it gets lower, you redesign it, and you just kind of iterate on it a bit. Because we did a little bit of that with Burner Hundo when we designed that. I mean, not like it was competitive speedrun, but if it helps to have, like, a number goal in mind. And then when you get mechanically more used to it, you can refine it. Start making curse changes or do, like, a full redesign, depending on how much of an overhaul you want to do. So this is only 1.5 science per minute, which might be enough. Sorry, per second, not per minute. I say that a lot. I for some reason, science per second sounds awful to say. Produce the science in 20 minutes. Sorry, not like do the whole planet in like 20 minutes, but like produce the science in 20 minutes. Or like get everything built. Because it definitely depends on the planet. Most of my stuff is imported to most of my planets. So like I don't have anything to set up on like any of the planets. So I don't think individual planets will take too much time. But it depends. I might not import as much eventually. We'll see. But our like planets are all incredibly small. I think Fulgora, I think Vulcanus will take a bit of time because we do have to kill a demolisher. So that's going to slow it down. But that's only for the first run. This is our entire Gleba setup. That's not too hard. Fulgora is going to take a bit. Fulgora is a bit messy. That's going to take a while. For base settings, you really don't need much to actually be even built. Yeah, like this is 2 science per second, which is absolutely nothing. Like 2 science per second on novice is like, of like purple science is like what, 10 yellow belts of resources or something. It's really hard to get that. But then you go to Vulcanus and it's just like, yep, this is my Vulcanus setup. I like this design so far. It tesslates well. It's easy enough to build. Can I? No, that doesn't tessellate better. I think it's best to just add the belts at the end. Oh my gosh, editor mode. Why? Okay, that was a different issue. That one's on me. Sometimes it's on the editor mode. Sometimes it's on me. Today it fluctuates 50-50. That doesn't make sense there. That 50-50 did not apply in any sense. Okay, so it looks like these are on opposite sides. So either way, we either have to have an oil belt going, or an oil pipe going up, or a fluorine belt going down. Pipe, whatever. I mean, I could make it a belt if I really wanted to. But that doesn't seem worth it. Maybe I can do a mix of speed 2s and speed 1s. Like this gives me almost 2 science per second. That's pretty good. Okay, and then these need ice and lithium brine. So this uses 1. This uses 1. However, these aren't consumed full speed, so we would definitely need to buffer or void ammonium solution somehow if we wanted to get enough ice fast enough. Because we don't really need ice platforms to consume most of our ammonium. Yeah, I need an ammonium sink. Like legitimately, I just need an ammonium sink to get enough ice out of this. Huh. Not a problem I expected. There are other ways to get ice. How much ice do I need? A lot. Okay, never mind. Also, we need 5 times per second, so I do need 2 of these. Am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything for science, right? This is everything. Yeah, okay, that's everything I need. Oh wait, lithium. Lithium might be lithium processing. Might need ammonium. Okay, there we go. There's my lithium sink. Thought I was missing something. Okay, this will output on the right side of the belt, which means this should output this way. Not entirely sure how I'll heat this, but we'll figure it out. I might use a long inserter. That might be worth it. Oh wait, no, furnace. And then this. How I can't heat this. The thought of just shoving it into a bunch of tanks made you realize that one could do a run where one reasonably stores liquids into tanks and solids into the other kind of tanks. I do like I do like the meme factor of just literally shoving it into a different kind of tank there. That is good. This technically works. Okay. Yeah. No, this is all right. Is there any reason for me to not direct feed these? I want to say no. I'm leaning towards no. There's not any reason for me not to do this. It could be throughput limited though. I might need a beacon. That is green circuits, except a different recipe and outcome. Oh, it totally is the green circuit build. Or the purple science build, kind of. Nah, it's more close to green circuits. Huh. How do I get enough? How do I get the speed? I need lithium, right? That's all I'm missing. And then it will tell me the value. So if I just Q pick this. And then cool it. Okay, that produces 0.4. Oh, okay. So we need beacons for this. These produce more than enough, but these need a beacon to work. So we would have to do 5. Okay, we might be able to fit a beacon in there. Although, I don't want to go too far into the water. Can you get ice platforms from... Okay, if we get ice platforms from the icebergs, then we might be fine. I could see us being fine. But I don't know. How much is this? This would take like 14. That's not bad at all. That's definitely not bad at all. How do I fit this here? Oh, I can add a gap. Wait, I can add a gap. Yeah, okay. Wait, this can just go here, right? Right? That doesn't... No, wait. Technically, yes. No, wait. Technically, yes. That can go there. Okay, so now these should produce enough, because that bumps it up about 50%. Yeah, that's good. So now we're... Does this still count as the green circuit build? I don't know if this still counts as the green circuit build. I'm going to go with the strong maybe. You'd probably have gone 14 ice platform by clearing your base and island. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if I have to go, like, 14, I can definitely cover that. Because I'm trying to make it that I don't have to do a ton of stuff into the water, but I also don't want it to have to be, like, pixel... Or not pixel perfect. But tile perfect. You could definitely do... I can definitely have it be a little flexible, and I don't think it will affect a ton. Pixel perfect is best perfect? Yeah, I mean, I like the... It's definitely the better phrase, but I feel like it doesn't work so well in Factorio because that's implying things are a lot more precise than they actually are. So that's why I changed that. Practically speaking, it doesn't matter much. Okay, this looks better to me. Now the real question is how much holmium do I need? Not much, right? Okay, so 0? Rounding is not on my side there. Do I have to do math? Okay, so 1 holmium becomes 5 lithium becomes 5 lithium. Which becomes 5 science. So 2,400 science divided by 5. Red arm seems to be facing the wrong direction. Which ones? They look good to me. They're like in the middle of an action right now, and they're kind of frozen though. Anyway, 2,500. So I need 500 plates. Is that all? That sounds really low, but I guess you don't need a ton. Understandable. I mean, it's an easy mistake to make. Yeah, okay, I can just build on this ice. That's fine. Okay, so now I can't. Now I can't force place. That might be because I don't have ice platforms. That's not right. What am I missing? Is my math off? Is there anything that requires like an insane amount of holmium that I'm not remembering? Because I thought I heard someone say you needed a 1,500 holmium. You need underground pipes in those so you can heat them? Yeah, that's true. At least in it would be right there, right? Yeah, I would need under pipes there, thank you. Sorry, I was coughing a little bit. Oops. You need undergrounds, though, so you can heat them. I wonder which one's better to put undergrounds in. Well, obviously these. And then... Here. So that would make it go here. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. Just leave an extra gap. Oh my gosh, just let me place the ice scaffolding, please. Okay, you know what? We're just putting concrete everywhere. I'm tired of this. There we go. Okay, so now we can heat this. There we go. I was testing to see what size it would look with only speed 1s first. So right now I only have speed 2s in the beacons, where they're like better utilized. So that was intentional, but I'm just not sure yet what I'll need. Is really just what it comes down to. This should be enough even without modules. Yeah, it produces enough heat. I feel like I'm missing something. Because I'm off by a factor of like 2 or 3 over what I expected for how much holmium I need. Quantum processors for the railguns. Maybe that's what I'm missing. What's a railgun made in? Oh wait, I guess... Is the railgun made anywhere with a prod bonus? It's not, right? No. No, it wouldn't be. Bummer. Long-range electric cannon turret effective against enemies and asteroids. It did not occur to me to use them on enemies, but that does make sense. Anyway, 100 quantum processors, which would cost about 70 crafts without any prod bonus, which would be 140 lithium? No, the other way around. Why is it so low? What am I missing? That says it consumes 0.4, but also 100 quantum processors. It just feels off. Also, how much ice? Wait, how much ice do I get from these? Is there any world where I can just get enough ice by mining these? No, there's not. Especially not without mech armor. Okay, but that part's fine. This is fine. We'll probably want substations down here, but I guess I can worry about power later. I feel like it feels like it's very underproducing, but I don't think it is. I think I just had expectations for it to be a lot higher than it was. I don't trust anything anymore. But that's more than enough lithium. These should have the production now. I like this. So far, this is pretty compact. We might even be able to fit the quantum processors like over here. And we'll probably need like 2 of them, I guess. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I want to connect them. Maybe... Actually, should it just go on the end? The end makes the most sense. Not in terms of priority, though, but practically speaking, this is pretty straightforward to do. So this kind of works. We need concrete. Oh, wait. We can't heat this here. Technically, we can heat that. Never mind. I can heat that there. Okay. I'm missing all well, actually... This might be hand-fed. This would probably be hand-fed, right? I don't see a world where this wouldn't just be hand-fed 1 stack of everything. I don't think this needs inputs or outputs, actually. Railgun itself is crafted in a cryo thing. I don't think it needed any fuel. I don't remember. It does need... Okay, it does need fluoroketones. So that would probably just go here. This seems reasonable. What are we missing? I don't think I'm missing anything other than the ability to get ice. So I think we would need a ammonium tank. And then also this needs to be slightly shifted because this doesn't actually have a way to get heat, but I believe that's an easy fix. If we do this, it's even better, because that heats this pipe and this pipe. Factorio 2 has already infected your brain. You play some purple incenders and wonder why you're building Ed Simpson's purple cheat incenders. Yeah, Factorio 2.0 ruined that. Fortunately, most of the stuff going forward should be 2.0. I might have a couple things I want to do, and I have a couple things that I'll edit that are still 1.1, but for the most part, I can finally switch over to 2.0 for the videos. I'll have to redo a couple runs, but that I've already done, but there are a couple I've wanted to revisit anyway, like hand feed only, no pipes, stuff like that. Especially now that pipes are fixed and good. Yeah, this doesn't quite work. Actually, it does work. No, this does work. Does this have the output speed I need? It should. Yeah, no, it's not like it's a bad thing. It just will be a little bit less confusing when I can finally like fully switch over. Oh, I know what I can do. So that way everything is where people expect it to be. This seems fine. This is a little bit messier than I would like, but it's okay. Officer pump can just kind of go wherever. Easy enough to get heat up here, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. Am I missing anything? This is heated, this is heated, this is heated. Oh, that is necessary, okay. Well, actually, that's easier, I think. Yeah, I think that's easier. I'm really curious what Nephron's base look like. I like mine, but I kind of just want to see his bases. Because this is like actually how to run. Well, let's see what the record... Actually, this would be default setting, so it won't even be the category I'm running. So it's not like super applicable, but I am curious what kind of infrastructure he has. That's weird. It's being a little bit finicky. What the heck? I mean, I guess because it's default settings. Patches come from weird spots. Oh my god. The landfill laser turret combo, or the landmine laser turret combo, is fantastic. Okay, Volcanus, yeah, very small Volcanus. For some reason, can't see Gleba, which makes me think it's just completely dead. Oh, that's a lot different than my Gleba. Look at him actually having to defend things. Fulgora, no reason. Wait, actually, does he not use Slogobots in his Fulgora? He uses train. Interesting. How much science does this produce? Oh, okay. That gets like 1.5 per second. Maybe it's not worth doing Fulgora how I'm doing it. It is very inefficient, but it's also really fun, so I might do it. Oh wait, I just saw these buffer chests at the end. Oh, that's fun. And then Aquilo. How much science is he? Where's his science production? Oh, he probably scrapped it, right? That's why these are here. So it looks like it used to have 6 science assemblers. Can I see like peak production? It peaked at 100 in a minute. Okay. So our scale isn't terribly off. Oh, I am missing water production. We need power. That is very important. I cannot forget that. Okay. Why Space Age takes so long to load sometimes. Do we need power? I don't know, maybe. It sounds a little useful, you know? Just a tad. Just use solar. Can I cross these at all? What are my choices here? Underpipe or heat pipe, right? Obviously underpipe is cheaper. Not if I do that though. There we go. Now I can connect the two halves. It's very long. But I mean it works. Not that you're used to Factorio 2 either. You want your stacks of 50 power switches and 50 speakers back? Wait, what do you mean? What were they swapped to? 10? I mean, I've never used more than 2 speakers in my life, so I guess I don't need more than 10, but still. Yeah, solar is good, at least for kickstarting. Actually, no, a water barrel is technically better. Just a few. I would say at least 5, and that's pretty manageable. I think we could do 5. Any more than that might be a little bit tough. They're just a little. You need several for discount Funky Town. I do not get this reference. Also, there's no heat pipe going through this. This needs to go. We probably need an underground here. I will say my heat pipe setup is a little lackluster. But conceptually, I'm fine with the design. It is very long. Oh wait, this isn't. Oh wait, these need to be heated anyway, so that would probably be better to heat it like these, because we have some time. These we can set up while we're making science, so we have a little bit. In your multiplayer ship, you got bored with your playthrough. You got bored with your ship, so you made a music sequencer. That sounds fun. No, that's definitely a good use of time. You still need color to kickstart even with water barrels. Yeah, I was just thinking how much should I bring? Like a few water barrels would definitely kickstart it faster than ice melting, I think. But it probably isn't that important either way. So this produces 80. We definitely need power. So if I look at these, we have a combined power consumption of, worst case scenario, everything here runs full speed. It's about, let's round, say 10 megawatts each. It's about 80 megawatts. Yes, definitely doing nuclear. We would need 2 nuclear reactors, which it will not let me place, which will connect to this setup. Wait, we don't need to connect it like that. They'll probably just be hand-fed, I imagine. Nuclear fuel lasts like 3 minutes, right? Do you need to make the gun say pew pew every time they shoot? That would be a very good use of a blueprint. Also, does anybody know what this does? Can you use this in like circuit logic? What's the purpose of that? Why is there a power icon? I don't think you can like read it, right? Yeah, because it's not like a symbol you can pick. So I really want to know what these do. I keep filling my inventory with them too, which is not great. I'll put the blueprints in there. I feel like I'm missing something, but I think it's just that this planet is like really small. Like all the planets are. I do think wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why don't I just do this? Yeah, why don't I just do that? Of course. They're useful for modding other entities. I don't know what that means, but... Or I don't know how they'd be useful in that sense, but I could see that. Oh, right. I already have that one. Yeah, this technically works. Is this enough, though? Probably. Maybe? With speed modules, it should be fine. I would need outputs. Can I get outputs? No. No, I cannot. Unless... No, that's dumb. I mean, technically it works, but it's dumb. I shouldn't do that. It's too complicated to build for no reason. Because all I'm doing is saving like 10 heat pipe, right? So I don't really gain a ton by trying to simplify this. Which means if they are being connected, I feel like I should connect them at the bottom. I really feel like I should connect them at the bottom. And the railgun should just repurpose the assemblers we already have. So if I'm doing that, I can condense this up a little bit and then just wrap around. And now I can fit outputs because I no longer need these. There we go. Happy with that. Why did we pause it? Okay. Then this should have a 2-tile range it can be placed in, and I believe there should always be one orientation which works, hopefully. Yeah, that should be fine. Wait, we don't have access to lithium plates. Oh, that's what these are for. Frick. Huh. That's what these are for. Yeah, those definitely need to be automated. You can't output into a cargo bay, right? I think I've tried that before. Using the same reactors for power and base heat is risky because building the base tends to cool them too much and you lose power. Simple to separate the reactors and use a separate reactor for base heat. Is that important, though, in this case? Like, I don't know if it's risky when you know how large your base is, and it doesn't need to run for very long. I wouldn't want to use... I guess I do use it in my casual, too, but I don't know if it's a high risk here. What does he do? What does the Nephrons do? The game might have crashed. Nope. Never mind. We're good. Oh, he just combines it with this. That's fair. So just having the combination of solid fuel makes it a lot more viable. Am I shipping over rocket fuel? No. Okay, cool. Or would I be shipping over rocket fuel? Yes, I think. But yeah, it probably would help for us to have more towers. Although he doesn't have a synergy bonus. So I don't know if that matters. Or I don't know if I need to worry about heat. It is really easy to get heating towers, so we do have an option to just do heating towers too. We could even hand feed them. Although that's probably a bad idea. We could just throw one here easily enough. Like, that would give me a noticeable increase in heat. Because that would consume 60. This produces 24. This only consumes a little bit. Yeah, so this gives me a pretty decent improvement in heat. And then heat exchanger. So we need 100 megawatts. Which would be 10 heat exchangers. Which do not need to be heated, obviously. But for some reason turbines do. I'm still not over that. I still think that's a bad call. How do I want to do this though? Because you need a gap for heating. Aquilo is so inexplicable. I cannot think of what that means in this context. We're not sure what you mean by that here. I could do this. No, that's dumb. Is it? It's not that dumb. Wouldn't the nuclear reactors hold enough inertia that the heat loss is an issue? I think, especially since they're going to be synergized and running at double heat, I don't think heat will be a problem. Oh, you wrote the wrong thing. Inhospitable. Okay. Makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I could just do this. I mean, it does tessellate well. Right? Yeah. So I would just make like a group of them, and then the rest would look like this. Heat pipes have pretty huge heat capacity. They do. They do have a lot of heat capacity. It takes a while to heat things up. Okay, I'm glad that editor mode is not doing what I want. Still don't understand that issue. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why key picking stuff is being annoying. What is that? Oh, that's the energy interface stuff I was talking about that I don't fully understand. Yeah, I think this thaws everything. Then we would wrap around on the side. We should probably test if we do throw in some fuel cells. How fast did these heat up? Pretty dang fast, actually. Especially since we can also give some solid fuel to this guy to supplement it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get enough heat. Maybe. I could always do a third. I can technically do 3. If I do 3 nuclear reactors, we're golden. I definitely would want to make the nuclear reactors early so they start heating, though. These don't have power. I'm assuming substations is what I'll be using here. Actually, it's hard to say. There's not a great substation setup for these. Probably we can just kind of go wherever. Actually, yeah, we're definitely using substations. I don't know why we wouldn't. Because we can do the whole base in like 3... What is this? 6 substations? 7 substations. But one of them is literally just to cross a belt. There's probably a way to save it. Like if we place that there, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then we obviously need a silo somewhere. Does the silo need to be cooled? I want to say no. But probably. Ooh, that takes ice. Okay, but the silo can just go here. We have a lot of flexibility on where the silo can go. As long as we literally place anywhere but here works. Anywhere but there works. And once again, we forgot the concrete. I wonder how much concrete this will take. I guess I can delete all the tiles, right? Only tiles. So this whole build uses 400 concrete. Oh, that's nothing. Feels like so much more. I mean, since it's not necessarily going to go exactly on this spot, it might need a little bit more. A reactor has 10 times the heat capacity of a pipe, so adding 10 pipes to a lone hot reactor would cool it to half the temperature. If we just build all the heat pipes immediately, we're good. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think we have other options in case things mess up. We'll test it and see how fast it takes to heat this whole thing. Or if I need things to start immediately. Because also, like, the thing is, I don't really need energy, right? Like, I don't need power for a while. until it's all built. Although it's considering it's still heating, we might have. I guess it is still heating, huh? Really, 80 megawatts gives a lot less than I thought, or 160 megawatts of heat is a lot less than I thought. So at the very least, we do need more heating. Oh, I forgot oil. Right. We need to get oil from over here, which I think is going to be annoying regardless. I want to say we go through here. Yeah, that technically works. And then here. Yeah, okay. That's all right. Can you chain these together? Is that something that can be done? Yeah, right. Forgot about those. Well, partially forgot about those. It's only like 100 heat pipe, right? But yeah, we'll need to see how long this takes to heat. Honestly, I think our best option is to just ship more nuclear reactors at this point. Like, if I just had 3 nuclear reactors, or like 4 nuclear reactors, we're good. Because these don't have to be here. They can be here in like a 4x4 grid and just hand-fed. And they'll heat a whole lot faster that way. And then we have no concerns. While it's like while it's starting to heat up, and then we have this chain whenever it's ready. How much does this produce? This produces 3 excess, which is 36. Can you chain these together? Darn. I thought this design was so cool. You can't. So you can't empty. You can't empty from a nuclear reactor. Only 1 reactor fits in a rocket, but it makes sense anyway. Yeah, but rocket size isn't that important. That's not a boiler. We can just use a chest. Or a belt. Yeah, I have access to belts, don't I? Okay, this could work. I think. Right? Yeah, that should be fine. And we can always beacon this if we really need. Does this produce enough? I feel like this produces enough. But then I keep feeling like I'm missing something. See, lithium solution goes here, which is going to be a little bit annoying to get. Yeah, we're definitely a bit tight on the left side here. I might shift it all 1 tile to the right. Or down a little bit. Because I don't want it to have to be like super particular, but it definitely makes it easier. Honestly, I can align with an offshore pump pretty easily. This one wouldn't be that hard to do tile perfect because this has so many reference points. So just based on like a screenshot, I could probably reasonably do this one exactly where I want it. Volcanus and stuff, I could get, like Volcana and Gleba, I could get reference points and try to put them on exact tiles, but those are so, you have so much spare space, right, that I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'll probably shift this. I don't like it here. Because it's really annoying to get oil, too. Can I mirror it? Well, I guess either way. Either oil is going to be annoying, or fluorine is going to be annoying. They're kind of on opposite sides, so one of them is going to have to cut across the base. Also, whoa, look at this. We have other islands. On our main playthrough, we didn't get, like, any... I mean, they're not useful islands, but we didn't get any islands this close to each other in my casual playthrough. Only they were useful. Yeah, if only we could do something with that. You looked up the source. Wait, the source code is just on Woop's GitHub. I guess that makes sense. I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. I just realized a problem. This ammonium was supposed to go through here. Oh, wait. We need more ice anyway, right? So there's nothing wrong with me just making more ice. Getting more ammonia. How do I use up my ammonium? Because I feel like it produces too much to be stored in tanks. Yeah, we need to be able to get this out of here. This is option? No, mirroring is not an option. The prototype inspector. What's that? That doesn't do anything to me. I wonder if I changed it. The GitHub has the Lua source code, not the C++ engine source code. Gotcha. Is that easier to read? I don't see a line here. I mean, I guess I can just move it up a tile. That's probably the easiest option. Yeah, that's not difficult. Don't know what I was thinking. Wait, no, that doesn't work. I don't think this design works. I can't heat that, can I? Strictly speaking, I don't need a buffer chest if I have ice being produced elsewhere. So that simplifies this one. Because I think I'll need two anyway. Oh, this would need a red belt. Yeah, I would need a red belt for this. I can use a red belt. What am I thinking? I can use a red belt. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now I can heat it. Now it's getting complicated. Am I missing something? I mean, obviously ice production is not enough to heat this base, or to run this base. So we have a total water consumption of, at max, 100. Ice becomes 20 water, so I need 5 water per second going into power. Wait, why don't I just do ammonia production here? That could work. That could work. So then these wouldn't be shared at all. Which means this can go down a tile now. If they're not... Oh, wait. No, never mind. The gap was so I could get the heat pipe in there. It wasn't to buffer stuff. Okay, so if I do this, I could go back to using a chest here, which its entire purpose would be to get me more solid fuel. But I guess that's fine. And if that's the case, then this can go here to my original spot. Okay. That seems fine. Can this deadlock? I think because of the solid fuel here, it can probably... Well, it can deadlock, but it's going to take a while because this has an internal buffer of... Ooh. What does it stack to? 50? About 4,000 ice before it deadlocks? That's fine. We can always remove the chemical plant. Yeah, it should be okay. That uses 48. That produces 80. This really only needs one speed module, I think. Yeah, if it's not being shared with anything else, we can make do with one. Okay, so then we just have a second ammonium plant here. Make ice for us. Does that still work? That still works. I don't know why I had the heat pipe there originally. I guess I just thought I would need it. Also, we haven't tested any of my designs. I really should test them. I guess I have like a week or two. We also have to design Novice. admittedly. But that should be fine. Does that work? I think that works, right? Now, if we don't consume water, this doesn't work. Also, this doesn't necessarily move fast enough. It might be worth it to have buffer chests here. Like that. Yeah, that's fine. So this makes it that we can keep producing lithium if we're not consuming a ton of power. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Your funniest memory about Aquilo, you had no idea how to get pipes with water and heat to the other side of the machine, so you just direct pumped. Those don't freeze. That's awesome. Wait, how did that work? Oh, wait, do you mean like, yeah, what did you direct pump into? Like, direct pump against, like, the side? Like that? Or do you mean, like, regular pumps? Like the electric pump? Okay, that's free. So, these ones. That's fun. It definitely simplifies things to not have to think about that, huh? Okay, so I am making the bold assumption here that I don't need a ton of holmium. What does holmium stack to? 100. Can 100 get me all the science I need? I think so. The issue, though, is that these plates are shared, so I think I need to limit science production. Maybe with a counter? Because if I am going to hand feed like this, but I share the fluids and the fluoroketone, then this would keep producing unchecked. So I need to disable these once I've produced a certain amount of science. Which I believe is just as simple as connecting it to literally any combinator, right? To keep as a counter. Does that work? I don't think you need anything, right? You just need a condition that's never true. And then every time an inserter grabs something. Wait, can you read contents and also disable these? This might work. That was not right. I don't know if this works, but it might. I give it like 50 shot. Because this is just a counter that doesn't reset. It can be, I think, anything. Let's give them infinity pipe for testing. That would go here. Infinity pipe. Fill them with fluoroketone for me. Thank you. We use burner inserters and just indoor heat. True, although we don't really have a ton of inserters. But it would simplify a little bit, for sure. How did that... Oh, I accidentally changed the recipe, right. Oops. Greater than. This does not work how I thought it would. Do I have to read from the inserters? I probably just have to read from the inserters. I thought maybe read contents of machines would work. So if we instead pulse. And then we try that again. Did I not connect them? I don't think I connected them. Okay, let's see if this works. Wait, what? Control signal. Oh, no, I don't need that. I think just setting up the whole automatic thing would probably be easier, but I'm not sure. It is a little more expensive. Don't know if it is a significant amount more expensive, though. What did I do wrong here? Why is the signal... Why is it resetting? What's a signal that's always true? That's never true. Iron chest is greater than 1,000. I think that was my issue. That I kept resetting it. No? Do I need to connect both sides? Okay, what did I do wrong with my counter? I thought you just connected it and could use literally any logic. I thought it was as simple as just putting any logic on the combinator. That may or may not be true all the time. I know an arithmetic would work, I guess. I think. Arithmetic? Arithmetic? I don't know. I still haven't fully decided on how I want to pronounce that. But yeah, I want to count these so that way I don't overproduce lithium if I am doing the hand feed approach. Because currently I would have to hand feed this. Still not entirely sure how much lithium, but I think not a ton. That would need a chest. I think either way we need a chest. The math combinator. Exactly, it's the math combinator. That's its real name, and nobody can prove otherwise. This is a bad way to get oil through the base, I think. However, this way is also a bad way to get oil through the base. But we can move that. Oh, right. Forgot about those. It has to be true for it to work? I thought the idea was you wanted it to never be true. I thought like the whole point of it was to make a signal that's never true, and then it keeps adding to it because it never resets. This is so messy. I don't like how I'm routing oil. I need to improve that. I could go around the other side, actually. Oh wait, that's insanely easy. Okay, well that's a much better way to route oil. So that's nice. So yeah, super easy. Super easy. A little bit, it will be a little bit easier with bots because bots can actually place on ice. Still need to figure out what causes that to be janky. This will probably be built with long inserters. There we go. And then we also need to actually connect the fluorine pipes and junk. Okay, so those are nicely connected. So what's a true signal that I could give this? No? That's definitely... not right. I swear I used to understand these. Now I don't. And I don't know what changed, but I just completely forgot how to make these. True, you're right. 0 equals 1. Let's go. Maybe this just isn't a good spot for lithium, Brian? Lithium? I don't know. I think it's fine. We can do this. We can do a chest, right? That could work. You forgot to add the second output. What's the second output supposed to be, though? That's probably not what you mean. I literally thought all you had to do was connect a combinator. The second output is the same, but with input count mode. Like the same as the input? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like you're saying I have this? No, that's definitely not right. Oh wait, am I supposed to connect the two halves? No, no I'm not. That's not right. That's definitely not right. Will I have arithmetic? Those should be simple enough. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see, considering how much I could not do that one. Wait, what do I alpha with this? Oh yeah, no, I don't have. Yeah, okay, that makes so much more sense. You were I was like, the way you were describing it, I was like, I've never done anything remotely similar to that before. So I was really confused, but I also didn't know enough to know what you were going for. Didn't fully feel right though. But that tracks. This does not produce enough ice. Each okay. Each input count as output. Then we give it something that's just something, right? Do I need to connect both halves? Oh wait. Can you only do each out if you have each in, I guess? Greater than or equal to 0? Does this work? There we go. Okay. Thank you. So I just needed an each. I thought you could use literally any signal, but this makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Okay, now that I say that out loud, any signal doesn't make any sense. Because then it wouldn't be reading anything from the network. Is the 2 connections necessary? Yes. Oh wait, that disappeared. Okay, hopefully I did it right. Okay, let's just spawn a bunch of ice. And then a bunch of lithium plates. And see if it works. Okay, there we go. And then we just disable these if they are... Wait. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, we disable it at 2400. Okay, that way I can count my holmium. Perfect. Or count my holmium a little bit better. Now the next question. How do I get the holmium here? Ooh, can I get lithium and ammonia from a different spot? I might just redesign this. I'll put this down here, but this design's not complicated. I think I might have a better time if I put a gap between them. Let's see, where are they? It's a cryogenic plant. It still grabs. So that gives me room on here for a chest. The only downside is we do have to cover more of the ice, but we should get enough from the starting rocks, but also we can do without them if I really want, if I really need. But I think this works. And then we have... I don't know what side this should come from. Probably... Honestly, it does feel easier here. I don't know why, but it feels easier there. And then this is the lithium solution, which will come from the top. Now, there isn't a great way to get heat over here, which is a problem. Can I make a larger gap? No, I can't make a larger gap. Okay, that's the lowest it can be. Can I just pass the heat through here? That might work. It might be that. It might be that simple. And then we could have a chest. Okay, that works. No, that totally works. Oh, I like that so much more. No, that's so much. Wait. There we go. Now I like it a lot more. Not much nicer. Okay, am I missing anything? I feel like I'm not missing anything super critical. I don't have a way to void ice. I will say I'm not super happy with my ammonia ice solution. Because this is already backed up. Which is not a good sign. I don't know how it's backed up. I guess because because I produce ice to make solid fuel. I think these are a bad idea. I think if we're gonna send up an extra rocket, it might as well be nuclear. Oh, except nuclear fuel costs a lot. That also costs like 1/10 of a rocket. Whereas like a heating tower, we can send up 20 in one rocket, or 10 in one rocket. But we can't, unless we have like a buffer tank for ammonium, or a better solution for ice. Which I guess I could technically do this. Like there's nothing stopping me from just, you know, taking from both of them for ice melting. I think the balance of that will be messy. This feels too lack of buffery. That's not a sentence, but we can pretend it is. But yeah, it feels like I definitely need more buffers for this to work. Or larger buffers for this to work. Because like the water here is fine. We can always add a tank too, but this shouldn't have any problem with using up its ice. This is the one I'm concerned with. I could have power only run if ice is low. That doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. I could do a larger ice buffer. We could bring a single recycler. Can you chuck ice into the ocean? Did they let you do that? Is it cool like that? I want to say no. But that would be very convenient if it was. Okay, let's see. Can you chuck something in the ocean for me? No, you cannot. Okay, so we can't chuck stuff into the ocean. Which means we do need a way to get rid of it. Infinite amounts of storage chests are technically an option. I really think that this is probably the best option I have, though, of actually repurposing this. You're wondering if you can melt the ice and dump the water into the ocean. It's also a possibility. This needs a speed module in it. Just one, though. Cultivating boom puffs has proven to be dangerous. Wait, what do you mean cultivating boom puffs? Is there some way you can grow them? Did they just like naturally spawn? Modded. Okay, that makes more sense. What did they get you? I guess spoilage, right? That does sound like a fun spoilage farm. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. Like maybe a significant amount of production here. Like this might not be enough. Like this is only 0.6 per second. Although I doubt railguns are going to be my limiting factor, right? Because these will be producing while research happens. Oh wait, we still need to. I still needed to do one thing for this. See, they're useful for weapons. Oh, does it add weapons from it? Use the gas and flamethrowers or explosive production. Okay, so it adds more. It adds more than just being able to grow the plant. It adds functionality to them. We don't have lithium plate inputs here, though. How do I get lithium plates into these? Technically, this can go another tile over, and I could wrap this belt around. That could work. I mean, we have to shift it in pairs, but there's a way for me to get these offset by one. They blow each other up, making cultivation harder. Oh, they blow each other up? Wait, does that happen in the base game too? I haven't really looked at them too much to see if they damage each other, but I guess that would make sense. I just don't see it. I think if we move this over, we have a better time. Why is that? What's that radiation sound? Interesting. Cause like this is an option. Ooh, actually, wait, is this better? Wait, that might be. That doesn't do anything. No, never mind. This doesn't. Well. I mean, it does technically work. It's annoying to build. It could be ice cracking. That's true. I mean, technically speaking, I can probably make this work, but I don't think this is a good spot for these. Where would a better spot be? Oh, wait. Does this not work? These don't, that's not possible. This is impossible. This is. Hello, Wollywog, welcome. Okay, now it's possible. I just can't get an input. That's all I really want. All I want for Christmas is an inserter input. That doesn't flow as well as hippopotamus, though. We've already tested this. You can't output that way. I do technically have this option if I really need it. Like, that does work. We would have to shift it a bit, but that does work. Because then this would carry through. We would have to move this somehow to have a different heat pipe. But other than that should be doable. That would look something like this instead. Then we have inputs. Okay. Although it is very possible this could just be hand fed. This could very much be hand fed. You know what? Why don't I just hand feed it? Yeah, screw it. Why don't I just hand feed it? It's not hard to do. Is there a way to speed up starting Aquilo, or are you just waiting for solar panels to melt ice like everyone else? I mean, you can send barrels of water and speed it up a little bit more, but like, there's legitimately not other options. So like, it's not a section where you can really be creative. You either need to ship water or you need to ship ice or melt ice. Either way, though, solar panels are the only way you can make it work. So I don't really have a choice. But at least I have other things I can build while I wait for the ice to melt. I mean, this is fine. I really can just hand feed this. So really what we need is this. Lithium plates. Now this will produce... This needs 2? Yeah, you can start with heating towers and rocket fuel, but you still need to start with solar panels regardless, is what I meant. Like, you can use other power sources after that, but your first option has to be solar power. And then you can switch to nuclear reactors or, like, heat towers. Or if you really wanted to, you could technically use turbines. Or you could technically use a boiler, although I feel like that would be a terrible idea. But yeah, once you melt your first ice, there's options. I think I'm just going to go pure nuclear because it's not that expensive for me to launch a couple more rockets in an 80% setting, probably. Probably. I don't know for sure. But yeah, this set to... What does this stack to? 100. Okay, so I would need... If I'm going for 3 railguns... That costs me... So you might help to place solar panels and accumulators as soon as you land. Yeah, get some charge would help. Although I think that the time between getting a chem plant down and getting a solar panel down should not be that significant. So I'm not sure like how much of an optimization that really is for like a first run. Probably something that would matter later if I did more. But the time saved there would be like less than like that would be in seconds territory. Considering how easy it is to just place a chem plant first and start melting ice. Because you could also just like place a chem plant or 2 chem plants and then a solar panel, which would take like 5 to 10 seconds. What am I trying to figure out? Oh, right. Railguns. Railguns are made here. They're made here. I need 3 of them, so that's 100. That's 300 quantum processors. Which is 200 times 2, so that's 400. Do 5 stacks then. Not at all. My goal is less than 40 hours. Is all I care about. I would not like it to take 40 hours, but technically that's all I really care about. Less than a day, so I can do it in one stream, would also be good. We need to move it a little bit. I'm gonna re-blueprint this, and we're gonna reload it. There we go. Okay, where would the best spot be for this? Obviously, no ice melting. Avoiding ice platforms is probably the most important thing. This is where I originally had it. It was a little bit tight on the left, though, for getting the lithium brine through. So I think I want it, like, here. This doesn't look like it would require a ton of ice platform. Doesn't increase my heat pipe cost at all for the offshore pump at the bottom, or the not offshore pump, the regular pump at the bottom. I think if I do this, I'll have to put the silo in a different spot. Like the silo makes a lot more sense down here in this case, because now this doesn't have to cover a lot. It can definitely cover some ice. That part's not a huge concern, because we'll have basically like 50 to 100 free platform, I think. Yeah, we'll have 100, maybe 200. Also some free ice. But we need to figure out how long it takes to heat and how many fuel cells I'll need if I can actually rely on pure nuclear fuel. It might not be viable to do pure nuclear It does sound kind of nice, but I don't know. It depends how much temperature I get with the single fuel cell. Heat up everything. It might be a bit tough. There is always the option of... Wait, can I mirror this? Does that make it easier? No, that doesn't make it easier. No, that doesn't make it easier at all. That can go there, though. That part's nice. I like that. We still need to do the ship design. We'll do most of the ship designs tomorrow, I think. The last thing I'm doing is Novice. Novice is the lowest priority on the list, I think. Which I feel like it shouldn't be, but it is. I guess if we desperately need it, there are probably spots we can fit tanks. These use speed 1s. So every machine uses speed 1s. The beacons use speed 2s. I guess that's fine. These ones we can definitely ultra boost using beacons at the end. Not necessarily. I can bring more reactors. I just haven't decided how many I want to bring yet. I can very easily make it 4. Yeah, it's kind of stupid how small the bases are. Like, when you don't have to have them all on every base. Like, this is my entirety of Gleba. Volcanus is, like, the second largest. Fulgora is massive. I have 5 of these. I don't think it's a good design, but it's a fun design, so I like it. But my goal is to have 5 of these, and I'll probably... Since I can build them all on this island, I think I'll just connect them with belts for rocket parts. And we'll only launch a rocket from one of them or something. But it seems to work decently. I think it needs accumulators, though, to really get started. Yeah, mine is a completely no buffer. Well, okay, I have 1 buffer chest for plastic and ice. But I didn't want to use bots, so instead I read from this belt, and I scrap anything that's above 20 or 15. I haven't really decided what value I want. But we just every second we change, or every single tick, these guys get a new filter for what they're going to try to scrap. And then we have this thing swapping it every second too, so that way they don't get caught up by stuff being like one-sided. So we have worse utilization of the recyclers with this design, which might be a problem, but it's fun. Okay, wait, can this just go... Hold up. Oh, that can just go there. Oh, that's super easy. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a good spot for it. We have a couple separate points we can use as alignment, which is good. Try to make the base, but this one we're definitely going to be building entirely off a screenshot, and that's going to be tedious. Still have not figured out what to do about the ice situation. Oh, but we don't get enough ice if this doesn't run, but we don't get enough but we don't consume enough ice if this runs. Fulgora feels like the planet with the most room for creativity. It definitely has a lot of ways you can approach it. Especially because you can just decide you can decide to waste a lot more and make it a lot differently than the next person, which is also really cool. So we need a solid fuel chest and an ice chest to make this work. Can I move this over? Because if I could get an ice chest here, things look a lot nicer. Oh, that's okay, fair. Novice has a lot of room for creativity too. Yeah, I think the only way I can make this work without having... Wait, does this produce enough ice? Yeah, okay. So the only way I can make this work without having a heat tower is to consume both of these. I could add logic that makes this only run if ammonium's low. That seems silly. But it's something I could technically do, right? Like if I buffer ammonium, that's effectively the same as buffering the other things. Wait, can these freeze? These can freeze, right? So this wouldn't actually work there. There's not really a good spot I could place that. Yeah, we either need an ice buffer or we either need an ice and solid fuel buffer, or we need a heat tower that burns solid fuel, but only if we have the spare ammonium, which requires a tank. I could read from these and have it only burn if we have spare ammonia. But the problem is if we burn too much, ice backs up. And ice produces a lot. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe I can just make do with a solid fuel buffer and then everything's okay. You think there's no way? I don't think that's true. I think there's lots of ways to avoid having a heating tower. Like a chest is a perfectly fine substitute to a heating tower with the low quantities I need of everything. Because you got to remember, I only need a grand total of 7,000 fluoroketone. Like, we are hand feeding this lithium. Because we need so little of it. Wait, is that... Did I say 6,000? Okay, we need to give it like 2 stacks of lithium. Yeah, it doesn't need to run indefinitely. It needs to produce like... It needs to produce 3 railguns and 2,400 science. That's all it needs. Yeah, I could bring a recycler. That's always an option. If I do that, then I would bring a heat tower as well. Are these still cooling? Oh, they ran out of... Okay, they ran out of nuclear fuel. Maybe I can't get enough by hand feeding this lithium. Well, okay, 1 lithium makes 50 fluoroketone, and I need set 1,000, so 1,000 divided by 50. I need 140 lithium. That's a little bit more than I was expecting. How much am I gonna get for my starting rocks? Let's actually figure that out. Map exchanging, copy, quit. Don't know why I said quit like that. Quit. And then load, right? Yeah. I couldn't remember if I copied the exchange string or just like the map seed. Okay, so we just go to Aquilo because I just want to know how much starting lithium I get. If I get like 200 or 300 starting lithium, which seems like it seems a bit high, we probably won't get that. But if we can get that much lithium, then we can just hand feed it like 1 box and we're good. Because we lose half of it on every craft. So that means we only need half of what it consumes. So if it consumes 6 green, we need 3. The Binary Dragon, welcome, welcome. We're not doing anything too crazy today. We are designing a any percent base. Mostly just something I can do in a single stream, because I want to do something for either the start of the new year or the end of this year. Very, very rough speed design base. But glad it seemed like you enjoyed. I actually do have another... My current meme run is actually another mod from the video the same modder who made the last video, and it's actually really, really hard. It's the only mod I've played that almost has a lose condition. Like, it's not just insanity, but it's difficult. My mechanics aren't what they used to be. Every time you see a splitter, you imagine what it looks like under the hood, thanks to a challenge video. Oh yeah, it's awful. I hate it. Out of all the things in the Invisible Run, that one's one of the worst. I couldn't remember how to get to other planets. I think that's how. Why didn't that work? What? Why is it not? Am I spelling it wrong? Are you if you're familiar with Space Age expansion, it basically makes every item into Gleba. Except we also have other stuff on top of it as well. Yeah, okay, fair point, fair point. It's a lot harder since we made it like 3 or 4 times harder. That doesn't help. We probably would have finished it day one if I left it at the default settings of things spoiling a lot slower. Things spoiling slower, things taking less damage, and also bells not being destroyed. But yeah, I definitely brought this on myself. I don't know why this isn't working. My goal is less than 12 hours. It's not like a competitive. It's not like a good time. I don't think like for any percent settings. I don't think that feels that. Probably pretty slow. I just want to be able to do it in one sitting or one fun stream or weekend stream. I do actually genuinely like Liba. Why can't I leave this planet? I'm so confused. What is not working about this? You have to do them in order? Is that it? There has to be a better way to do this. Cheat Volcanus. Cheat Gleba. Cheat Aquilo. Oh my gosh. Now it's working. Wait, was I capitalizing it? Oh my gosh. I was capitalizing it. I will when I finish this run, the blueprints will be available. Oh my gosh, 468. I think we can hand fed lithium. We can totally hand feed lithium. That's a lot. Okay, never mind, we're good. We can be lazy. I like that. Yeah, the blueprints will be available. Most of them will not be designed around a specific map. Like the Aquilo one, we have it designed to go on separate spots, but it can be pasted anywhere. So if you ever want to like get so they will be available for anyone who wants to use them to get like the 40-hour achievement or something. Now, one thing that will slow me down a little bit is I can't turn biters off completely like most any percent runs could because I just want the achievement. I want this one because I didn't actually get that in my casual playthrough. We spent too much time messing around. But it was fun, but definitely we didn't make efficient ships. But since I want this achievement, I do have to leave biters on, just basically disabled, kind of like you do on 100%, where you disable pollution, you disable expansion, you disable evolution. So that way they're just small biters that are really easy to destroy. That way it doesn't disable the achievements, but that means I still have to fight one demolisher, a single demolisher. You used some blueprints, but they all had something wrong with them, so it's like making your own. True, the classic DRMs. Also, we have a new timer mod, by the way. Super excited about this. It is so much more legible. Like it means even at like 720p or like 480p, it's legible. Red Wraith put through this together for me, and it's super exciting. It helps a ton with editing to have a very visible timer. The one that I was playing with was really tiny. I could make it stupidly large if I really want to, but the only way to make the other timer visible was by playing like this. So yeah, it's cool. I think it's slightly buggy. I'm pretty sure it crashes my game if I don't start with it on, but that only matters for the 2 runs I'm currently doing. The 1 run I'm currently doing, so it's not a problem. Just something that I have to keep in mind. But yeah, we can get about 400 rock from this island, or 400 lithium from this island, so we can just hand feed it. That feels so lazy. But I mean, it's an any percent speed run. You know how much of everything you need. There's no reason not to hand feed. Same with this. They are nice. Another alternative is live split, which is fine, but it means that if I'm doing a multiple day run, like I use it for the speed run. I can't use this for the speed run because it's a mod, but on-screen timers I could use, or live split timer I could use for other stuff as well. I just have to remember to open it every day and set the time to what it was last time. And that's too much to remember. built-in times are even better. But I need to test something. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send this to someone real quick. Yeah, I cannot you cannot use this timer on a save that already existed. Not entirely sure why. Probably just a little bug. Still very good. And it'll be nice for any run that isn't this one. But as long as I don't click that button, at least it doesn't crash. Okay, so this is good to be hand-fed. Actually, wait, can I get enough? How much lithium do I need total? Because I was just thinking about how much lithium I needed for this. Never mind. I can't completely skip out on lithium. I want to, but I do at least need 2,400 lithium for the cryogenic plants. So we do still need it automated. But I can at least skip a chest here. So if this is going to be hand-fed. This is the easiest way to do it that still gets heat. Yeah, that's that one. But yeah, it's really, really cool. I can't show it off right now because this save didn't start with it. But it is really cool. It also has, I don't think you can change the font style because I don't know if Factory even has those, but you can change the color as well. You can move it around. And you can make most importantly, you can make the font like 3 or 4 times bigger than the old one, which is awesome. I don't hate this, but we need to fix the power plant. This isn't enough heat. You still haven't managed to play Space Age yet, hoping to in the next week or so. You're super excited. It is very good. It is a very good expansion. I've never been a fan of space games, so I wasn't sure if I would like it. I mean, I like space exploration, all right. But I've never felt like space stuff really feels like it did anything that felt unique to space and not just could be on Earth with low gravity sort of thing. But I think they did a fantastic job. Where can I put these, by the way? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, very, very solid expansion. Very fun. And I imagine there will be a lot of cool mods that come out that will interact with it nicely. I think base game runs will still be something I do a lot of, but there's some Space Age exclusive things I want to do. It pushes the Factorio base feeling to the absolute limit. It's weird because like it gives you that mega base feel, but you don't actually have to make a mega base for it. Like this whole well, okay, we don't have any novice up, but like this is 2 science, this is 2 science per second. This is a quarter of it. This is 0.4 science per second, I think. It's hard to say. It doesn't run full speed. I want to say it's about 0.4. And then this one is a little under 2 science per second, which just feels like so little. It feels like such a small base for such a massive amount of science. I mean, 2 science per second isn't a ton, but to get like 2 blue science per second, you need a lot more than, you know, this area. I would definitely recommend starting a new one because it changes the balance of a lot of like the early game stuff. I know you can play with the old one, but you'll probably need to redo a lot of your base game design anyway. Especially if you have anything from like pre 2.0, like all of your RCU builds will break and a lot of like your power pole production will break if you're carrying a save over that's that old. I would definitely recommend a new one. Yeah, the map driven is a bit different. Actually, you should be able to play 1.1 maps, right? Yeah. The map gen would be a little bit weird. It's mostly caves that feel different. Like, you can set it to map gen settings that are similar to novice. Sorry, did I say caves? Cliffs. The cliff generation is so much nicer these days. Can I just fit this here? Your saves are all pretty old. Most recent was shortly after they added cliffs. Okay, then yeah, I would definitely recommend starting a new one. If it's that old too. That way you don't forget where things are. Did I spell that right, or does it go the other direction? Is it /? Okay, /. Oh, is that just to get around the spam filter or something? Forest generate. I haven't looked too closely at the forests. What changed about them? Do they actually look like forests now instead of random patches of dirt? I don't know if this is too complicated. Can I combine these? Is there any way I can combine these? Probably, but not a clean way. And that's the important thing. Okay, we need to figure out how to put a heat tower in here. Wait, what? Where did it go? Oh, I have my... why is my player inventory visible? There we go. There we go. So the issue with this was it backs up ice significantly. So we have a couple options. One of them is we can only run this if ice is low. Does that matter? Actually, wait a minute. Okay, if we're doing a set amount of this, what's the capacity of this? 3,000. If we throw a single tank down, we don't have to think as much about it. And it can just produce all of it pretty much immediately. But I don't like that option. We just need a way to deprioritize this, or we need a way to get rid of ice. I think both are very viable. What does it take to make space scaffolding? Or what? Nah, those are too slow, aren't they? Sorry, not space scaffolding. Literally, that's not even a thing. Foundation, ice platform. That's the name, ice platform. I just had to work through every variation of the word platform before I could remember what the official name was. Okay, 1.25 ice, 10 ammonium. Yeah, it's not worth it. That consumes... I would need like 5 of those. We need a recycler. Like, this works. This works very well. The only downside is it means we have to ship one of these from the other planet. But I guess if we're also shipping up to at least 3, maybe more. We're shipping at least 3 of these. What's the rocket capacity of those? Actually, what is the rocket capacity of them? Okay, this has a rocket capacity of 5. This has a rocket capacity of 10. That's enough, right? 60. Yeah, okay. I can get 2 recyclers and 3... Actually, I could get 4 electromagnetic plants, giving us an option to do these faster if we really want. Yeah, I can get 4 of those out of a single rocket. That doesn't increase the amount of launches I need out of Fulgora at all, unless I'm missing something else I'm producing there, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't increase the number of launches. So yeah, we can just do this, and we can do ice is greater than a certain value. And we can just scrap it. Is a yellow belt fast enough for this? Not entirely sure if a yellow belt is fast enough for this. Wait, why are these so slow? Oh, the beacons. The beacons are off. Okay, this should be fine. This also supplements my power a fair amount. It might be worth it for me to do 2 heating towers in this case. Because what does this do? If this keeps running, we keep producing ice, right? Yeah, so this is for us to keep producing ice, and this is to make it that if we do have ice, we don't have too much of it. So this is an important combination. Oh, wait a minute. These are heat pipes. I don't need to get a heat pipe around it. It is the heat pipe. That is okay. That is so easy to do. And if I place it a little bit better, is there any way I could get this? Nah, I don't think I can get that one too. Nah, I don't think we can save this heat pipe. Yeah, that's not tricky, I don't think. We should be fine. Okay, now we need to figure out how many ice platforms I need for this. Oh, actually, I need to check that, don't I? We need to see if I have enough. I didn't get a number for how much ice platform I start with. Do I need do you need concrete for pipes? You do. Which is more valuable? Oh wait, I need heat pipes either way. I'm not sure which is more valuable, heat or concrete. Those are my two options because I can use less concrete and have I can use less concrete and save a lot of heat. Don't know if that's worth it, but it is technically an option. Where is this supposed to connect to? Here. Is there a better path? I think there is. I think I can just cut through here. Actually, wait, can you? Can you go under the ocean? I feel like you can. Okay, so that uses a fair amount of these. Where's the platform at? We're at 70, so that uses 20 to skip that direction. That's actually not too bad. Of course, we don't have... Oh, wait, we don't have the... okay, so that makes it 40. And it also needs extra concrete. Yeah, that might be a bit rough. Now, I think I have to use undergrounds. It feels weird being able to underground beneath the ocean. I don't know why. It never felt weird in base game Factorio. Could put a heat tower for each pair of pipe. True. But I don't know. In base Factorio, it never felt weird to underpipe beneath water because it always felt like it wasn't an ocean. Yeah, I guess it's just underwater. Not like underneath the ocean. Oh, you meant for the heat tower. That would be even better. It's just weird because, yeah, especially since lava forbids it. But this honestly saved like 15 scaffolding. It's probably worth it. And it saves a lot of concrete too. Yeah, okay. We can survive. We'll be all right. We want it to be flexible. Wait. I can't fly. I don't have mech armor. I can't do this. It doesn't matter how much I'm saving. This is just not an option, right? Oh, wait, if I do the heat pipe first, right? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so heat pipes required regardless. So we do heat pipe. We need a little bit of ice platform. Okay, so heat pipe goes somewhere like this. Yeah, this has a lot of capacity. This might be rough. And then now we get the concrete. Probably would be easiest like this. It's ugly like this, but it works. Are there mods for underground heat pipe yet? I don't know. I'm not sure how tricky that would be. To make. But it definitely seems like something that would be requested. I imagine they didn't do it as part of novice or as part of base game because... Ooh, can I save this? Can I do this in 2? I can do this in 2. Anyway, I know it's like a lot of people would want it, and they probably did it because of balance purposes, so I get why they didn't, but it would be so nice. Yeah, if not, it's definitely gonna... If it's possible, it will definitely happen someday. Yes, no blueprint imports. Timer starts whenever we enter the map, though. We don't have to like roll for a map or anything. So while I can't use blueprints, strictly speaking, I can have a screenshot of my build. And then just follow that to a T. It's like I can't use blueprints, but as long as I make the designs not overly complicated, like this is easy enough to build without having to memorize it by just looking at a picture. Like if it was a little bit more intricate, it would be kind of tricky, but this is like simple enough that it should be fine. Combinators can freeze? I didn't realize combinators can freeze. I will not memorize this because I don't know how much I'll run it. There's no reason I would memorize this for the first run. Hello, Red Rafe. Welcome, welcome. I have the timer mod on. It doesn't work, but I have the timer mod on. Apparently, it doesn't like when I have the game already existing. It only, at least like its existence doesn't crash the game, but if I click on it, it does. If I click this button, it doesn't like that. Ooh, already? Nice. Okay, well, we gotta get it. It's such a cool mod. I wanted to show it off. I think it's awesome. Update, customizable clock, very important things. Perfect. You have made that is true. Your random speed one did crash the game like immediately, didn't it? When it rolled like a negative value. May need to remove it and re-add it. Cool, cool. That's simple enough. But yeah, if I run the build multiple times, I think I'll memorize it. Because it's not like the builds are that complicated. I see a timer. Nice. Cool. It's so readable. Although this one I think on default size is fine. Awesome. But yeah, I think I can make designs that are easy enough to memorize. I just don't think I'm gonna worry about it this time. Especially like base game novice, it's gonna be like the old it's gonna be like the old 1.1 runs before the Nephrim seed was really used. Well, before like the current like Nephrim's build was built. When it was more like generic, kind of like its guide build. There we go. This one. Like that guide build on there. It's probably going to be designed in much more of that style because I want it to just be anything can go wherever. We're going to hand build a small on-patch design for this corner here. And then the rest of it's going to be... I forgot about that. That was a testing thing. We're going to do some on-patch build here, but the rest of it is just going to be generic builds. It's a really good one. Huh. I didn't realize that resets there. But, I mean, the clock doesn't matter for map editor stuff. I didn't know that resets when you enter map view. Do all the menus reset? I guess there aren't any other menus to test it with, so it makes sense that I would not notice. But the easiest solution. There we go. The first Nephrim Sweet Guide you watched had the old blue science recipe. Yeah. Forgot about those. Which one was it? The one that used... That one's changed like 3 or 4 times, right? I liked the solid fuel one a lot because it felt very silly. Also, if I'm doing this design, should I have better modules than this so I can get more heat out of it? Might be worth it. It was the solid fuel one. I don't know why. It was a weird recipe, but I liked it. Then it also used a filter inserter at some point, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Okay, that works a lot better. Okay, so we now have constant heat production once our nuclear fuel runs out, which is very good. Very important. I probably should not skip that. Now we have to decide if we want to ship multiple nuclear reactors or not. Love to see Anti-P back on competing, not gonna lie. I love both meme and competitive of this crazy taco. I doubt we'll have like a competitive time, but I think I feel better enough most days to where I can like reasonably do some speed runs. Even if I can't like grind them. I can still do runs and have fun and try to be fast within my means. Especially like burner stuff. Like that was, I didn't actually feel awful after that. I mean, my throat felt awful because it was a 20-hour stream. I probably would have felt a lot better if it wasn't a 20-hour stream and we didn't fail GotLab 3 times. Oh, actually, if anybody missed it, I got my first bug report fixed recently. Let's see. So there was a bug where the internal buffer of feeding a burner inserter with another inserter, it doesn't have to be a burner inserter for this one, was based on the fuel capacity of the item you were fueling. So it would feed it with 20 coal, it would feed it with 40 wood, solid fuel would be 6, rocket fuel would be like 5. Once you got to solid fuel, it was very similar to how much it's supposed to have anyway, which is about 5 items for the stack insert capacity, which is basically the same for everything except nuclear fuel. But yeah, it made it that the internal buffer of the burner inserter was about 20 items, depending on stack size that you had, but 18 to 20 items, which you might have noticed if anyone saw my burner run. I had about 500 to 1,000 inserters being fed this way. Wait, no, that's not right. 10,000 divided by 16. No, that's not right. How much solid fuel did I waste? It was a lot of solid fuel. It was 10 minutes of fuel production, so that's 10 times 15 times 60. 9,000. So it was 9,000 coal divided by 12. 750 inserters. Okay, that sounds about right. I had about 700 inserters fed that way in my build by the time I needed bots, which meant I lost about 10 minutes of fuel production, because it was just buffered inside these machines. So instead of getting enough coal by the 1 hour 20 minute mark, I got enough coal by the 90-minute mark, which was way too late because of GotLab. So I genuinely lost about I had to produce 10,000 more coal before GotLab because of that bug. And I thought I was just failing mechanically, but it turns out I was not completely to blame. Also mixed with the smart belt bugs was a terrible combo. I think individually I could have managed with either of them, but the combination of them, it made it that I failed GotLab the first 2 times I tried. Also, there is no reason for me to not do a 4x2x2, right? Like, it would be really silly if I did this when I can just move this side of the base. Yeah, that would be really silly. Where's a better spot for the nuclear reactors? Wait, they can go literally anywhere, can't they? Like, actually, they can just go anywhere? Because it's just a throughput thing, right? And I can't imagine throughput is going to be a problem with a 2x2 setup. I don't actually know. I'm assuming a 2x2 setup probably doesn't have throughput issues. That is completely baseless, though. But it seems reasonable to me. Yeah, I think we can shift this over now. At least a few tiles to where that matches up. Throughput for what? Heat? Yeah. Because I know, like, that's an issue with large reactor designs. I don't know if it matters at the size that I have. Huh. This just setup is just better in general, actually. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is just a better way to do it. You don't think so? Okay. I'll take it. That sounds like that's the confidence I need. Honestly, it's not that critical either way. I doubt it's going to be like significant. The buildings barely consume heat, so it shouldn't matter. Well, I'm wanting it for like startup time is all I'm concerned with. Is there a good spot to do a 4x4? I guess over here. Or sorry, 2x2. 4x4 reactor. I mean, I guess technically speaking, I could do a 5 setup with equal efficiency if I needed more. That would be silly, though. I can probably just fit this here. Yeah, that doesn't cost any ice. Okay. But yeah, I was thinking more about like startup time, which is why I would ever... It's the only reason I would do a 2x2 to reduce startup time. Can this... Okay, I deleted all of the substations. That's why it's missing something. You imagine it starts out faster due to the higher output. Oh, right, because it would just heat internally faster too. Probably. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that power pole design. Let's go... Well, that one needs to be here. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. These need to be in a different spot. Can these be in the center? No. Oh, wait. Oh, this is this... Okay, I remember now why they're this way. They're powering the beacons. If I put a one-tile gap, I can put the beacons in the middle. It doesn't help much, but it might make the power poles easier to place, because the beacons can fit here with no problem. Okay, a little bit of a problem. Never mind. A little bit of a problem. Also, I now have this option for ice, which could supplement water if I really needed it. I doubt I will, but I'm glad I now have a backup option instead of just scrapping this. I don't like this setup, but I guess it's okay. So you think putting the reactors close to the middle might help with latency of heating up? Pipes far away from it? That's fair. Latency is a little bit nice. I guess the real question is how much ice platform can I reasonably get? Oh wait, I was going to test that. We should still have this copied, right? No, I have the reload mod thing. Map exchange string. Why did I think it would matter? It takes like 2 seconds to copy. You think latency matters for power more than unfreezing things? Yeah, I guess if they only need like 15, latency shouldn't be bad. Okay. I need to get a count for how much scaffolds. Why do I keep calling it scaffolding? It's never been called scaffolding. Did space exploration call it scaffolding? Or not? What do they call it in space exploration? It probably wasn't called scaffolding. I don't know what's making me think that. I can't believe the only thing I was doing wrong earlier was capitalizing Aquilo. It was called space scaffolding. Okay. Cool. So I didn't completely make that up. I was thinking I maybe got that from like Minecraft or something, because I don't really use that word very often. But if I used it in space exploration, that would explain why it's on my mind. Okay, so we have... Realistically, we can get up to about 200 ice. So we'll need like 30 there, 30 there. We have 150 ice platform that we can work with to make our power plant. So we can put it wherever. We can put it on the water. It won't matter. Well, is it a 6x6? It is an actual word. I do know it's not a made-up word, but it's not a word I use often. Maybe if I lived in like a city. But like I don't think it's a word I've ever said outside of the context of a game before. So something has to be making me think of that. Okay, this is it's a 5x5. So this right here is 100 tiles. I could have just done this. Okay, so we can put this wherever. So it can go here too. That way it's closer to the base. This does technically use a little bit more heat pipe. But, oh wait, this gives me this option to have it be pseudo-automated. Although realistically it doesn't matter. But I mean, it is always there if I want it. Is everything powered? No, the outputs are not powered. Okay, so we kind of forgot important things like power. Although in our defense, it's hard to tell because we did kind of make it... We did kind of give the planet infinite power. Also, I think we turned... Oh, we did... Did we turn off status icons? No, we didn't. Okay. Okay, I think I'm decently happy with this. I have not stress tested it at all. I should probably do that real quick, huh? Yeah, let's stress test it, see how it works before I get committed to liking the idea of this. Well, I need multiple of these. Am I just missing something? Is there a way to get a better estimate? I feel like I'm just missing something. But maybe not. Also, we need to manually place the ice platform again. Which I said the correct name that time. Which shouldn't be exciting, but it is. I don't know why, but I'm very happy with that. You know, you take whatever wins you can. Okay, now it's not working again. What the heck? Okay. I cannot figure this out. There's some weirdness going on with how editor mode works, and I just cannot get used to it. It doesn't mesh with my brain. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually when it stops mattering. I guess this can just be an underground here. Actually, yeah, having it on that side makes a lot of sense. Or does it? I don't think it matters. Nah, it genuinely doesn't matter. We're literally just connecting it right now. I think this one, I'll probably just get like a rough idea of how I run it, but it's probably going to be random, the actual run. Because it's not going to make a big difference. Okay, so I imagine I'll just bring substations. Because there's no real reason for me to bring like 10 electric poles and a bunch of substations. It doesn't seem useful. Ooh. Okay, except in this specific instance. I could do that if I really want to. Actually, I can do that because I have bots. As long as it's under 50, it should be fine. Although, yeah, it should be okay. They're so cheap at this point in the run. Okay, now the moment of truth. Let's feed it 50. Or let's feed it 200. That is so many. Each one burns for like 3 minutes, right? It's like 2,000 fuel? 8,000 fuel divided by 40 megawatts is 200. So a little over 3 minutes. 3.3 minutes times 50. Considering we only need to run this base for an hour, that's good. This is like 3 hours of fuel. They're still cooled. Are these sides not connected? They are not connected. You know, I think these heat fast enough. I just I get that feeling that we get plenty of heat from this. Aw, that's annoying. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be totally fine in terms of heat latency. Let's actually like look at the number. Okay, we are at... We'll wait for it to go to 30, I think. We'll see how long it takes to heat completely. We'll give ourselves another stack of these. Okay. What? There's a shortcut for that? I didn't know there was a shortcut for that. Okay. That's cool. That's very cool. Okay, so far it's taken about 30 seconds. We're up to the minute mark. We're up to the 2-minute mark. 3-minute mark. Okay, so the latency is a bit rough. Actually, is it? I mean, this is like 5 minutes to heat. That's really not that much. Shortcut for what? Apparently you can quick swap between planets by holding control and pressing the number keys. Which makes sense. Is this in the base? Wait, do you need to be in editor mode for this? Or is this just always some... Could I have been doing this the whole time? What is the... Are they in alphabetical order? What? Why is that the order? Why is that the order? Doesn't work in map mode? Okay. Control plus... Hmm. I don't see it in the controls, which is very confusing. I feel like it should be in the controls. This is really happening, right? Control... Shh. Oh, you have to use the numpad. You have to use the numpad. Okay, so it goes Novice, Fulgora, Aquilo, Gleba, Vulcanus. Why is Aquilo the third planet? Was it like the third planet they designed? I don't know why that's number 3. Okay, that makes a lot of sense though. That means these are set to the wrong keys. I guess it hasn't been a problem. I have a mouse with like number keys on the side, which apparently are set to numpad. That doesn't work? Okay, so it's probably just editor thing. It's weird that it's not showing up in the menu though. That's really weird to me. Anyway, it takes about 5 minutes for this to all heat up. We haven't gotten any power yet, so I guess... Let's see, if I give myself a little bit of water... Just briefly, just a little burst. Does it sort of life? Okay, yeah, no, this does take quite a while to heat these up. Okay, if I do this design, I need to have at least one of the nuclear... I don't think it's a mod. I don't think I have a mod on, though, that does that. It's likely in the order you unlock the planets in. Why would I have done Aquilo third? Let's test this theory. Has nothing to do with this base design, but now I'm curious. Could be in the hidden settings, but it's... I don't know why it would be hidden. But yeah, if we want to heat our base with that, we just need to make sure the nuclear reactors are close to power. Okay, if we cheat Vulcanus... Okay, it is. That's so weird. Huh. That's bizarre. It's the order you visit them. You unlocked all of them in a random order, but they showed up when you visited them the first time. Oh, were you test? Oh, wait. I switched screens. But yeah, this does not work. There. How hard would it be for me to just place it here? Not very, right? It would require a little bit of... Yeah, it's not that hard. It would require a little bit of... It's annoying. It's really annoying. I think we just throw it here instead. There we go. That should fix our latency problem with power. Yeah, there we go. Because these were like the last to get heated, which definitely matters. Okay, we should be good now. Now I'll actually start getting power, you know, before we wait for like half an hour. Because things thaw a lot lower temperature, pretty much at a much lower temperature. Like 40, 50 degrees, something like that. I think they thaw. Don't know the actual number. But I'm decently happy with this. We should probably test it. I do still need to test it. So let's give it all the lithium we need. Which would be... We'll give it 4 stacks. Worst case scenario, we need 4 stacks. And then... Ooh. There is... That's... Yeah, never mind. That's not free. We do need to move our nuclear plant a little bit. Technically... You know what? Technically, I don't. We could probably make do with this. But I should probably do it this way. It's silly of me to not do that. It's just so easy. Nuclear fuel. Nope. What are they called? Uranium fuel cells. I can never remember this name. Okay. Moment of truth. Does anything work? Oh, right. I don't know how much holmium I need. We'll give it 400 each and see how much that makes. It can't really overproduce by a ton. Actually, this can overproduce by a lot. Never mind. That's just blatantly wrong. Somehow these are not getting lithium brine. That produces 1.2 per second? Why are these so bad? Oh, wait. Are these... Do these produce at a set rate? Because these are a little bit different than normal fluids. I know they're limited. Does that mean they only produce really slowly? That gives me 0.2, so I need like this whole patch. Wow, okay. I was not expecting that. I figured it would be like most fluid settings with any percent where everything just works stupidly well for free. Can we make this work? I think we can. Yeah, that should be fine. We just need to move this around a little bit. Move this. Yeah, we can make this work. We're going to lose so much time on this because I will not make a plan ahead of time. It's going to be great. Okay, it should have heat now. Okay, that one's good. Oh, wait, this doesn't. This one doesn't melt yet. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Okay, let's see how much we get now. This one technically doesn't run still, but that's an easy fix. I swear this was supposed to connect there. It didn't, though. There we go. I was like, there has to be a way to make this work. Okay, that should give me a lot more. So this is producing 2. Okay, so they do just produce like 8. Okay, that's not that much. As that produces 0.5 per second. Wait, these are underproducing. These need speed modules. These are supposed to have speed modules in them. How do I get 12 per second of this? Do I need beacons? I think I need beacons. That only runs 1, right? Do these need prod modules? I think I need prod modules in these. I did not realize this production was going to be so bad for the lithium brine. I mean, I can still add more of them. So like I do still have that option. We might be better off than I thought. We'll just connect things, see how it works. Well, we have the ice platform, right? Yeah, we should have ice platform to spare. The main thing I'm concerned with is the concrete cost is getting pretty high to connect these. Oh, we're out of power, so we definitely broke something. Are we still playing on high speed? I'm not entirely sure how we would be out of power. Something is definitely wrong with our design. Not sure why it wasn't sustainable. Let's see. Huh. Not entirely sure what the problem is. It looks like it ran out of water, which is concerning. Not the end of the world, but definitely a little bit scary. We give it just a little bit, it should prime to life. I think these were never... I think these just were never connected. I think I might have accidentally made it that these weren't running at all. Okay, that should be a lot better. Now our power consumption's a lot more steady. Okay, now we need... over the past 5 seconds, we need to average like 90 to 100 per minute. That's pretty bad. Not working full speed, but I don't know why. What's their bottleneck? Lithium brine, okay. Okay, we keep running out of power. We clearly have a design issue, but I don't know where it is. We just keep running out of water for some reason. Do I just need a water tank? Is it as simple as just getting a water tank? It's probably as simple as just getting a water tank. I don't know where I'll put it. For here, it's going to be there, and we're just going to accept that nuclear is going to be a little bit awkward. But this should be a fine enough start. Okay, now we'll purge it and see if it's positive. That number keeps going down. Am I off at how fast this can produce? Does it not get enough ice? This should have more than enough production of water. Oh my god. It produces 20 water per second. I wasn't looking at the number of chem plants I needed. I was looking at the water ratio. Okay, I see the problem. This is a pretty easy fix, I think. But yeah, we just have 1/5 of the water production we need. Whoops, my bad. Okay, how do I make this work then? I guess we can take from the ice belt, right? Can't believe I completely forgot about water in that to that degree. So like we could do something like this. And then this could sideload here. Actually, that should definitely go into a chest first. So something like that, I think would work. And then output back onto the belt. That does technically go on the correct side of the belt. And then the combinator should just be moved. It can go literally anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. Input. Now we don't have any heat for these inserters, so that complicates this design a little bit, but I don't think unmanageably so, because we can just do that doesn't work. This works. Okay, it feels like it's a little messy now. But it's not like impossibly so, it's just not the best. So let's give it some more water. And then we'll purge the water and see if it's sustainable. Okay. Do you get enough water? No, because you are not connected to power in any way. Actually, why aren't you connected to power? I don't quite follow that. Is it already dead? Where's the power grid? What's not connected? Did I do something wrong? I mean, it's really ugly, I'll give it that, but I don't see an issue here. Oh, it's not 500 degrees yet. I didn't realize I let it cool off so much. There we go. Okay. Hopefully our ice melting is a lot better. So 1 ice becomes 20 water, so 5 ice becomes 100 water. That was the only number I was looking at. I wasn't looking at how fast the chem plant actually runs. There we go. There we go. This produces enough water, I think, to sustainably make my science. And then we'll reset the combinator. See, that has 300 holmium still. That has not enough lithium. Okay. So I'll get rid of that. We will hand feed another 200 and see how it runs. Because as long as it gets us 200 science, we're good. We are no longer getting enough ice. For some reason. I see. I don't know why, though. Oh, this doesn't run full speed. Okay. We'll need to fix this tomorrow then. I don't think... The ice requirement is a lot higher than I initially thought. I was planning for 5 ice, like 5.1 ice. No. I was planning for 6 ice per second. Did not realize I was off by a factor of 5 for the power consumption. So we actually need about 10 ice per second, which isn't hard to get. It's just something that I can't do in this setup that I have. Effectively, we just need to make more solid fuel and burn it somehow. Like if we supplement ice here, we should be fine. Or here. We have a lot of options that we can supplement in, but we'll have to do it next time. That's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. We will finish up Aquilo and probably start designing the spaceships to go between planets, which is super exciting. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.